This species is more difficult to play than many other things in this game. Probably one of the most difficult species around. The mechanic that it has is super rough, so it's gonna take a while for me to win this. I know for sure that it's gonna take a while for me to win this. I might buy that flail. Probably not. There's a good chance that by the time I have the money to buy that flail, I'll already have something better, but who knows? What if I stumble upon a pile of gold right now? I can buy it before leaving this level. It's unlikely, but you never know. Hmm. I should try to leave the level. I already saw one set of downstairs, so maybe I could take that. Or maybe I can take these. I think leaving D1 as soon as possible is not the worst idea. D1 doesn't have many interesting things. Same goes for D2 and same goes for D3. Probably D4 is when it starts to get a bit more juicy because you can start seeing the temple on D4. Mm, so yeah, I definitely don't have like a strategy um, for Meteoran. Yeah, it's all improvisation. Nemelex is a pretty compelling choice, but I don't know if I want to go Nemelex. Um, it, I think that going for a god that relies on exploration piety is not the best of ideas, because exploration piety, you don't really explore the entirety of the levels, so exploration piety might be bad. Um, I don't know exactly how exploration piety works. Maybe you get some piety for entering new levels or something like that. Mm, hmm. So far it's been going relatively okay, but it's just the very early game. There's not much to say about this other than I'm playing a melee character. I hope that I don't find a fight that I cannot win, because if I find a fight that I cannot win, I'm probably gonna die because I'm a melee character. Mages get a lot more versatility in that regard. Like a fight goes wrong and you have things that you can do to not die as a mage. As a melee character, I don't feel like I have enough to do unless I have consumables, but then I have to use consumables. Mages can do other things. They can fight while the monsters are not next to them, and by extension, the monsters cannot deal damage to the mage. Um, wow, I cannot believe that I managed to dodge that set of stairs that well. That's crazy. I still haven't found any scrolls. Yeah, I am on D4 and I have not found any scrolls. That phantom is really scary. I don't want to mess with it. My first scroll in the entirety of the game. Let's see what it is. Identify for potions of resistance. Not bad. Going upstairs is not the worst idea ever. Um, let me see if I can find, the temple. Mm, I did not find the temple yet, but I did find the wand of acid. I'm gonna grab that. It's certainly gonna come useful. I was not training focused. That's a shame. Ogre. Okay, I was able to kill the ogre. At the end of the day, this species is kinda really strong after all. You know what I say that only really good species for melee should go melee? This is what I would define as a really good species for melee. It has pretty crazy strengths for melee purposes. Mm, yeah, pretty good melee aptitudes, pretty good HP, pretty decent strength from what I've seen. 19 strength, only leveling up strength once. Of course, there's the awful downside that they have, the salt clock downside. Mm, nice amount of loot that we just found. Identified potions of 3, those are nice. War Axe, I'm gonna pass on it. Um, All right, let's see. I think I should go downstairs. I don't think the temple is in that level. I can also go downstairs in this level, but I would like to explore it a bit more. The temple can spawn on D4, D5, D6, and D7. So those are levels that I might be more interested in exploring more thoroughly. Okay, one of these guys has a flail of draining, which is a pretty good thing for me to have. Okay, that wand of acid was extremely helpful. Give me that. Here we go. Flail of Draining acquired. A bit of a minor upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless. This guy has a kite shield, unfortunately, which means that it is very difficult for me to kill it. I have to use Wand of Acid, and it does go well. The jelly is probably gonna eat some stuff. I cannot really afford to be there. Fortunately, there's some tiles that I have yet to reveal here, so I can just regen fast like this. There we go. There's a phantom. I killed a phantom. All right, that went well. Ooh, scrolls. Let's see what we got. Fear and Fogum. Okay. Let's go downstairs now that we are at full HP. This character, or this species, has that weird mechanic where if you reveal tiles, you heal. Pretty cool. Makes it so that you are incentivized not to rest, because you also have a very short soft clock, so there's that as well. Oh, also, since the last time that I played, the concept of the species with the very tight soft clock, which was Mayfly Tower, the way that the soft clock works was softened up. Now you don't instantly die if the soft clock hits 0. What happens is that you get drained pretty hard, and then the next time the soft clock hits 0, you do die if you're drained. Well, in addition to getting drained, you also regain like 1/6 of the maximum of the amount of soft clock that you would get from entering a level. So in this case, I would get is it 1/6? No, it's a bit more because these guys get 200 and normal species gets like 1,000. So I think these guys are just a special case. Anyway, it doesn't seem like the temple is here. So let's go down. Steam Dragon. I hope that I don't get killed by the Steam Dragon. Jeez, that's pretty rough. I'm gonna use a potion of resistance here. Okay. I got Steam skills, but I don't think I care about them. Anyway, you know how it is with these species. Just explore tiles to regen HP. With this species, the mapping is extremely useful. With Deep Dorf, I've never felt like it was something that mattered. But this species forces you kind of to become a turn count speedrunner, since it's something that I definitely do not have any experience with when it comes to playing Crawl. It's been complicated for me so far. It's been rough, but it's been interesting for sure. I've been enjoying it a bit. Definitely a new and refreshing thing to be added to the game. I think Mayfly Tower was more powerful than this, but the regaining HP on revealing new tiles mechanic is pretty cool. Okay, I'm walking towards what feels like a dead end from what I've already mapped, so I don't want to go there. Did I get a D7 temple? I think what's happened is most likely that I just missed the temple in one of those levels. I can buy the Rune Flail on D1, but I'm not gonna do that. The backtracking would be too expensive in terms of Salt Clock. Maybe the temple is on D7. Yeah, I don't think it's over there. I also don't think it's over here. And I don't think it's in the middle that I didn't explore, so let's go down. Got magic mapping. The temple is right there. Yeah, that's the temple. So I did get a D7 temple. Alright. Fortunately, the teleport placed me very close to the temple. I can now go in. Okay, my Flail of Draining is more than enough to deal with the Orc Warrior. Fortunately, none of these guys seem to have pole arms. That would have made the whole fighting the Orc Warrior thing a bit more complicated. Yeah, the heals are nice. Healing from exploring is super cool. Now let's try to find Okawaru. Oh, I found Okawaru in my first attempt. Nice. That lets me come back here to regen HP if I need to for some reason. Do note that this species does regen HP naturally. It doesn't have to reveal tiles to regen HP. It's not like Deep Dorf in that regard. So yeah, you don't have to reveal tiles to heal. It's just that you really cannot afford to rest like you would with any other species. So yeah, if you have tried this, I am always extremely interested in hearing what you have to say about this species and how it feels to you. Mace of Protection might not be bad at all. I'm gonna use that for a bit. Yeah, having 16 armor class is very nice at this stage of the game. I should probably go downstairs. I'm gonna try to go downstairs because I've already achieved the goal of those levels, which was going to the temple, getting Okawaru, finding Joseph. Joseph is gonna proceed to die because I have 16 armor class. Okawaru is honored by your kill. Alright, that's enough maces for now. Let's train some fighting. These guys have +2 or +3 HP. I think it's +2, like Deep Dwarfs have. Meteoran HP +1 actually, huh? +1 HP. That means that the only species with +2 HP now is only the Naga. Huh, funnily enough, Deep Dwarfs are still in this list. But Deep Dwarfs are on their way out. There's no way to start a Deep Dwarf right now in Trunk. Okay, that didn't go as bad as I thought it was gonna go. Yeah, I've had some pretty nasty situations with Steam Dragons in the past. I don't know how Steam damage works, but it probably checks armor class a bit too much because the characters where it's a scary are mages that don't have a lot of armor class in the very early stages of the game, and this does have a lot of armor class. Hello, Ratatwink, and hello, D77. Good to see you around. Same goes for you, Bostier. Thank you for stopping by. I hope that you have been enjoying these characters so far. Hmm. 34 stones. Is there anything under there? There is a scroll of identify, which I do want to read. Let's see what we got. Curing. Do I care about further exploring this level? Probably not, and I'm also walking into what feels like a dead end. So I'm not gonna do that, and I'm just gonna go here. Ring of Willpower is a pretty fantastic thing. I have quite a lot of Soft Cloak. I feel like the character is in a pretty good shape. Erolcha cannot really vanish me, 7%. I don't think it's gonna happen. Erolcha drank a potion of resistance. Why am I unable to hurt you? Yeah, what's up with that? I got like, yeah, I got you hit Erolcha but do no damage 3 times in a row. I don't know what's up with that. It also happened earlier. Yeah, I guess I just got some pretty awful rolls. Um, Now I have a troll chasing after me. Well, there's not much that I can do because I was stabbing a bit too hard, so I'm just gonna drink a potion of 3, hold my ground, because I literally don't have much else to do. That will kill me if I do not do something about it, potentially in its next action. I don't have any consumables. I do have resistance. Well, I guess I don't have any scrolls. I do have consumables in the form of potions. So I guess we drink this, and then we try to run in the opposite direction to regen a bit of extra HP from exploration, healing. We are in a pretty good spot now. I think if I was to turn around, I could kill it. Yeah, now I am at full HP. Okay, I unfortunately wasted the potion of resistance, but I was at 20 HP. It was as easy as just getting fireballed once, which I'm pretty sure that guy has fireball. Um, it doesn't. Well, sticky flame also doesn't miss, I think. I'm not sure. Bolt of fire. Those could have killed me rather easily. I didn't want to risk it. I want Darflail. You know, that's always my goal, finding a Darflail. The one time that I did find my +5 Darflail, I was not using a character that cared about Darflails, unfortunately. Okay, and now you're seeing how it scales up the power of the heals from exploration. Unfortunately, this Orc Warrior has a polearm. I don't think I can beat it. Ooh, that's a pretty bad spot to land on. I might die, though I did heal 27 HP off of taking that hatch. Um, I don't want to drink Potion of 3, or I mean, I kind of do, but I also don't because the centaur is gonna kill me if I drink it. I don't think I have attraction. This is rough. I don't have anything that I can really do, so I guess I'm just gonna tree. Okay. Pretty bad spot to be in. I'm getting hit by 4 monsters. But I was trying to maneuver the... I'm probably gonna die here. I was trying to maneuver the center into being in a position where I could melee it even if I was in tree form. Killing these bees is gonna be so rough. Yeah, the worst part about this is that I still have to kill monsters after the bees. Yeah, so I would say that this has been going very poorly, this one fight. Though I did manage to survive. The fight started before I was at full HP, so that was pretty rough. Exploring to heal, it's very risky, but it's better than just resting. Though I do have a lot of Sod Cloak, and maybe it would have been the correct thing to do to rest to at least like 40 HP or so, and then begin to explore. Yeah, this guy's gonna be nasty. Okay. I should maybe train invocations for duel. Want to kill this work so I can start running away. Oh, why do you not have a polearm? You know, these guys not having polearms kind of sucks. Um, they have polearms unless you would want them to have a polearm. Okay. There's some level yet to be explored over here, so I can go over here to try to heal. We find an orc, but fortunately an orc is nothing that really makes me afraid, which is nice. We were able to kill the orc relatively easily. And now let's go do more of that hellish D9, unless we find another orc warrior. This one has plus 0 trident. Okay, I can deal with it. There we go. That went well. Sweet. Look at that. I went downstairs and I regained 43 HP just because I revealed that many unknown tiles that fast. It's quite a nice thing to have access to. What is that? Helmet. I want that. Let me go pick it up. We're getting close to the point where Okawaru will start gifting me things. Unfortunately, I have not found Kirare. If you find Kirare, it's relatively easy to kill two-headed ogres. They are significantly less dangerous. Kirare just greatly nerfs everything. Yeah, I would have liked to have that for two-headed ogres to get some gifts from Okawaru. But unfortunately, yeah, I haven't stumbled upon it. And just as I was saying that, I find a stack of 5. Not gonna complain about it, that's pretty good. Gonna finesse these. I'm still using the Maze of Protection because it gives me a large amount of armor class, which is pretty nice. I always say that Protection Brand is like Vampiric for the early game, where it's not gonna add to your offensive capabilities, but it is going to greatly bolster your ability to not die while you're fighting. So yeah, I like Protection Brand in the early game. Of course, the more the game progresses, the weaker it becomes. But we are not at that point yet. Please let one of these guys have a Darflail. Okay, no Darflails it seems. It's such a tragedy. Gonna need Hero Finesse for this. It's a lot of whites. None of which have... oh, there it is, plus 3 Darflail. Let's go. Yeah, I might even wield this immediately. Oh, I can't because I'm using a shield. Alright. In that case, I'm gonna drop... Well, I'm not gonna drop the shield, but I'm gonna take it off so I can use that thing. The plus 3 Darflail. That's a very respectable upgrade. I don't think I will ever use the Mesa Protection again, actually. The Flail of Draining can stick around, but I also am skeptical about using it again. I already have min delay on the Darflail, because min delay on this is 14, and I have 15. I accidentally overtrained Maces a bit. It shouldn't really be that much of an issue. I found the entrance to Orc. I don't think I found the entrance to Lair. So I'm probably gonna have to backtrack and explore some of the levels that I didn't fully explore earlier after the temple ice cave. This time it's not a hard ice cave, so there's a much higher likelihood of me actually surviving it. Last night I played a character that was unable to survive an ice cave, unfortunately, because I got an ice fiend, and I also played that extremely poorly. So there's that as well. I don't have magic mapping because I already identified it. I have no idea where it could be, but I'm gonna go to the water. Maybe it is close to the water. It's not water, it is lava, so it's very clearly not in this direction. There's also an unseen horror that I'm fighting against, which is pretty rough. Need a corridor. Fighting an unseen horror without a corridor is a hellish experience. Okay, Okawaru will now start to give me equipment as I gain piety. That means weapons and armor, not only consumables, throwables. We found a cloak of poison resistance, +2 cloak of poison resistance. That's a very good thing to have. I don't know in which direction it might be. Maybe it is over here because this could be water. So let's go over there. Lots of undeads in this level. If I was with the shining one, this would be nice. And it turned out to be lava. No, there we go. That's the ice cave. So it was the correct thing to do. Is that a distillery? I don't care about distilleries. Not at this stage of the game. I also think that I probably shouldn't go into that ice cave because I don't have cold resistance. But it all depends on what kind of ice cave it is. If I see animals, then I know that I'm gonna be able to beat it because the only thing that hits me for cold damage here is a frost giant. The death yaks are kind of nasty, but I'm gonna be able to get a lot of experience, or not experience. I'm gonna get a lot of piety out of killing these death yaks. Using hero is probably necessary here, using might. So that's exactly what I do. I'm a bit surprised that I didn't get equipment out of this one kill. You killed the death yak, Okawaru is honored by my kill, but still no equipment. I lost a dart of Kirare, but it's fine. Um, you know what's nice about... Ooh, jeez. I'm gonna put that on. Now I have cold resistance and 6 evasion, but yeah, that's a pretty good find. I'm probably gonna fully enchant this. It's unlikely that Okawaru will give me something that's better than that. And at this point, I'm so satisfied with what I found that I could just leave. Let us not repeat the same mistakes that I made with my previous character. I found a Vorpal Great Mace, or rather, Okawaru gave me a Vorpal Great Mace, which is a pretty fantastic weapon. I will proceed to use it. Oh, I was wondering why my evasion was 3 when it was 6 earlier, but it was because I lost hero, and that's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna continue training for that. After that, I'm probably gonna train armor, since I already have such a beast armor. Oh, where did I get that from? It doesn't say, but oh boy, that's so sick. I'm gonna just drink it right now. 18 maces. I'm gonna go all the way up to 10.9 armor. I think that's pretty worth it. Well, that's a potion of experience that we just got. Let's hope that it doesn't follow the trend of me finding potion of experience only to not be able to win the character. That kind of thing happens to me an awful lot, unfortunately. I don't think I'm gonna need willpower for here, so I'm just gonna switch this for flying. You found the purple triple sword on D4 with on an Octopod Wizard now run. Try transitioning, eventually that was kind of fun. Were you playing Trunk or were you playing Stable? Because in Stable, that scales off of strength, but in Trunk it scales with dexterity, so it might be much easier to use that. Oh, Trunk. Yeah, in that case it might have gone well. Okay. I got some boots, nice. Let's continue. So far this has been going quite well. Oh, there's a frost heart. That's very nasty. Yeah, I'm gonna hero finesse this. Do I train for 20 maces? I have 20 maces with hero. So I have min delay if I use hero. That means that it's probably not worth it to train for maces. I train for armor instead. Because after all, I do have a pretty beast armor already. There we go. We got rid of a Frostheart. This time we do not get a gift from Okawaru, but it's fine. Hello, connoisseur. Thank you for stopping by. I hope that you enjoy Crawl because I'm playing Crawl right now. Another Frostheart. Well, that's trash compared to what I have. It's actually really, really bad. I'm gonna leave it on the floor. Manual stealth is completely worthless to my character. Thank you for the follow, Bonterai. I appreciate it. I'm gonna pick this up. I'm gonna pick this up. This Monkings 2.0. Okay. Yeah, I heard from Poncho that you got banned. Didn't really want to inquire on why you got banned, but it's good to see you around again. It's a shame that you no longer have the founder badge, but it's just how it is, I guess. Okay, I don't think I'm using the ring mail. I think I'm legit just gonna use the plate. I should check the shop. Let me buy this. Let me buy mutation. Might be something that I want to know about, and this as well. Let me also put on the ring of willpower instead of the ring of flight. Let us continue. And so far, yeah, the potion of experience. I don't even know where I got it from, but that was a fantastic find for my character. So yeah, if we need to have min delay on the Great Maze, I need to use a hero. And then I can use finesse to have very fast attack speed. I think it's gonna be easy for me to find an upgrade to this Great Maze. There's many monsters in the game that use two-handers, two-head ogres, and two-head ogres, normal ogres, ogre mages, Lodul. Lodul has a Dark Flail this time. Lodul also has a ton of money, so it might not be a terrible idea to kill Lodul. But I kinda don't want to mess with Lodul right now. That could kill me. Anyway, I think it would be nice to know where Lur is, and I do not know where Lur is. So now we have to go in a painful journey to try to find Lur. Two-head ogre, okay. Get out of the two-head ogre. Run towards the two-head ogre. Hit the two-head ogre, and reap the piety. Okawaru gives you more piety when you kill things that are extremely dangerous to your character, because Okawaru likes exciting fights like that. So yeah, farming two-head ogres is a really good thing to do with this character. I'm gonna buy a scroll of teleport. I don't think I had any. Yeah, I should come back for those when I have more money. That's gonna be painful. 39. I think it's not surviving. Yeah, because of that. It is an extremely dangerous thing to tap. So using poison against the boulder build, it's a pretty good thing if you can. I wish I had money for buying that blinking and that immolation. Both of those are really good. The leather armor is pretty decent, actually. It's pretty fantastic, leaving aside the harm. But it's not what I would like to have with this character, of course. Let's see what we got here. Ice Blast, maybe. Lodul found me. I think I need to escape. Unfortunately, we went into Deep 12. That means Gauntlet. It also comes with the risk of me getting shafted. If I get shafted, that would be extremely bad. Okay, I'm finding some money to be able to buy the scrolls that I wish listed earlier. I have not heard where the Gauntlet is, but I don't think it's gonna be in this direction, just because it's the edge of the level. Distant. So I know that I am not quite that far away from the thing. Ice Blast is nice. And there we go, we found the gauntlet. I was just going in the right direction all along. I'm gonna fight these guys, and I'm gonna pick up that wand. I have some pretty good experience for this point in the game. Yeah, experience level 14 before entering Lure is absolutely insane. It really helps a lot that I've gotten pretty lucky with my levels. Okay, so unfortunately you cannot just mash out Explore here like you would be able if you were playing pretty much any other species. Jeweled Hat might be really attractive. Glowing Scarf as well, but no, I already have a pretty fantastic cloak. Even if it was a cloak of resistance, it's not that great compared to what I currently have. Okay. There's another path that I have not seen, so I am going to go over here to try to check that path. Oh, it's not good. Yeah, if the clock that I currently have goes to 0, I lose 1/3 of my maximum HP, and then after that, if it goes to 0 again, I die while I am drained. I'm gonna Hero Finesse preemptively for the Torpor Snail. They can go through water. I never knew that Torpor Snails could go through water. Boots of Flying are nice. Those were my first boots? No, they were not. Well, anyway, they are much better than those boots. Jeweled Hat. Yeah, I'm going for the hat. Found Identify. Brilliance and Invisibility. Invisibility doesn't do anything for Meteorans. Funny thing. Okay, that Quicksilver Ooze was really, really scary. Let's go pick that up. 4 Intelligence to Dexterity. It's not as good as what I currently have, I think. Okay, hello, Mr. Minotaur. You do not have resistance to poison today, so unfortunately you're gonna get cured. Hero Finesse to play it safe, and then I should not have any issues killing this guy. There we go, very easy. Wow, that sucks. Okay, didn't really get a lot of loot out of doing this, but it's fine. Scroll of Poison. It's fine, it's fine. Well, let's get out of here. Do I need to carry anything outside? No. Like, I don't think orbs are good once you have access to a shield, which I do, that I am not even using, so there's that as well. Let me drop this, let me drop this, since I already have a better thing to use if I need flight, which are my boots that I'm currently using. Let's try to go upstairs, because I do need to find the entrance to Lair. That's the entrance to Orc, right? Yeah, that's the entrance to Orc. Okay, it might be in this level. This level does have a pretty huge section that I didn't explore. Fortunately, I stumbled upon the entrance to Lair immediately. What is that thing that I left behind? This is scroll, enchant weapon. Do I care about it? I don't think I care about it yet. There's gonna be a point where I will care about it, but not yet. What do you have? Deep Dwarf Fighter. Huh. I think I could kill it. Is it worth it for that amount of gold? Definitely not. And it doesn't even appear as an extremely dangerous ghost, so I don't think Okawaru would give me crazy piety for killing that guy. You planning to go down to Lair branches as soon as I see them? Not really. I do have a lot of experience, so I could do that, but I don't think I want to do it. Backtracking is indeed very difficult as a Meteoran. You, yeah, it can get you in a lot of trouble with the salt clock. I'm glad that it's a bit more permissive than just you are dead now that you run out of salt clock. Um, I like that change. It is only relevant for this one species and nothing else, but it does reduce the difficulty of the species for people that are not speedrunners, like me, and probably many of you, if not all of you. Hello, Railbird. Good to see you around. Thank you for stopping by. We're still playing Meteoran. I am going to get a win with this species at some point. But yeah, I never expected to get a win in my first attempt playing Meteoran. It was never going to be a thing. This species is ridiculously difficult and very different from the usual experience of playing Crawl. Give me that. I actually want to retain the willpower. What is that? Shoals? Yeah. Yeah, it's a speedrun species. It is a species to speedrun, to turn count speedrun. And since I have zero experience doing turn count speedrun, well, no wonder it's gonna be difficult for me to play this. But eventually I'm gonna get good enough at it. Maybe by the time I actually get good enough at this species, I'll be interested in learning how to turn count speedrun, but probably not. Okay, that went extremely well. Unfortunately, I didn't get any gifts from Okawaru from doing this bolt. I killed a fair amount of death yaks, so I was expecting some juice, but no, nothing yet. Meteoran of Hep last night. Yeah, I was thinking about what had happened to my previous character that made it end in death. And well, apart from me playing very poorly, because I did play that very poorly, I also realized that I was having serious issues finding books. And then I came to the conclusion that Meteoran might be a better species that is designed to be like kind of a melee species instead of a mage. Because if you think about it, the way that you get upgrades as a mage is by exploring and finding new books on the floor. But as a melee character, your upgrades usually come from monsters that you kill. Yeah, for their weapons of armor. It's not something that you can do as a mage, and by extension, the mage playstyle might be more difficult than the melee playstyle for a Meteoran. Wow, +3 animal skin. While I have this crystal plate, I shall never understand Okawaru's decisions. Anyway, I'm gonna turn off armor for a bit. As you can see, I have 38 armor class. I I think that's all I have to say. So I think at this point training HP is gonna help a lot more than just training armor class. Oh, it goes down to 34 once I don't have hero. Well, it's fine. It's not like I am starved for Okawaru piety. Though I do wish Okawaru gave me things that are not -1 or +3 animal cloaks, animal skins, because animal skins are completely worthless to a character that has crystal plate and wants to use crystal plate. This is one of the extremely rare characters of mine that finds crystal plate and actually wants to use crystal plate. In fact, I found it and I just immediately put it on. So far, I would say that the run is completely blessed because I found crystal plate and I also found a potion of experience. So that's already two godly things that I have with this character. I got Snake and Shoals. That's not good. Snake and Shoals are both very hostile to melee characters. Snake because the Naga warriors just hit like a truck and have shields, and Shoals because everything has launchers or throwables. Hello, Star Polemic. Good to see you around. Thank you for stopping by. We're still playing Meteoran. Still on the Meteoran grind. I think it's gonna go well. I feel good about this character. Um, this is a pretty beast to start. Not only that, but we also already found the two lair branches. So what I'm going to do is just continue delving into the lair. Probably go straight down towards lair 6. And, okay, that's fine. Probably go straight down towards lair 6 and try to get as much loot as I can from that place. And then go back up and try to get, like, my first rune or something. Let me tell you that having 38 armor class kind of feels like cheating. You wish Okawaru gave rings or gave rings to Octopod and Cat? Gosag is your friend if you want rings. You can buy shops for rings if you really, really need to. Some also gives rings, but some is kind of trash as it is nowadays. It got severely nerfed a couple of versions ago. It used to be a compelling choice, but now not so much. You know, something nice about the exploration healing is that you can just run around with your buffs with Okawaru, so you can apply the buffs to multiple fights. Yeah, these buffs already lasted me 3 fights. And just as I say that, they were off, but that's fine. Okay, so I don't think I care about that because I already have the resistance and I have a better armor than that, so I'm just gonna leave it on the floor. Though otherwise, I would be happy to find that for sure. What I want to find is the downstairs. That's why you love Gosag as Octopoth. Yeah, I can see that. I like Ashensari as Octopoth because you get so many slots. You get more slots than a normal character to curse. Yeah, let's see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Octopods get 8 rings, a hat, a shield, and an amulet, so they get 11. Slightly more slots to curse than an average character. Okay, we found the slime as well, and this is layer 6. I think I got shafted. Did I go up when I got shafted? Hold on. Regardless, I know how to go up, so it doesn't matter. You never survived long enough for Cheibriados. Cheibriados is kind of fun if you're going statue. Cheibriados is difficult. Yeah, I've won Cheibriados characters before. It's not particularly difficult for me to win a Cheibriados character, but I'm also not gonna go Cheibriados on a character that I don't think can do well when it comes to playing with Cheibriados. I decided to use magic mapping here because this is the final level of the lure. I didn't want to waste any time wandering around trying to find the bolts. It seems that I only got one, which is exactly this. I hope that it's not too nasty and that it has good loot. After this, I'm gonna go out and I'm probably gonna either get out and try to do orc or do a lair branch. But I don't know for sure what exactly I'm going to do yet. I'm a bit amazed at the fact that throughout the entirety of lair, I didn't really get a weapon upgrade from Okawaru. That's kind of nasty. Okay, once again, we are taking advantage of the fact that I have exploration healing to take my buffs and use them in multiple fights. Probably gonna go for the buffs again. It's a lot of value to use these buffs for 2 or 3 fights at the same time. Look at that dire elephant. I just melted the dire elephant. I have slaying. Only 1 ring of slaying, which doesn't really do a lot for what I'm currently doing with this character. Great mace that's not even at min delay is not gonna get as much juice from slaying as a quick plate. To take it to a radical extreme, but it's still a pretty good thing to have overall on any melee character. Anyway, now that I know about that, let's just get out. Or now that I did the bolt and I saw that I didn't really have anything for me, let's just get out. A cloak with strength plus 5. That's a very interesting cloak to have. The strength plus 5 might be better for now than the poison resistance. I didn't get swamp. I did get snake. Maybe for snake I used the cloak of poison resistance, and for shoals I used the other cloak. I should probably just get out. Okay, as you can see, I still have a lot of time. It might not be the worst thing ever to just go get out and then come back in later. I have enough time in the salt clock to be able to do exactly that. I wonder how much of that is that I'm actually like trying to use the exploration healing as much as possible with this character. Um, yeah, as you can see, I also have a lot of salt clock in the dungeon, so backtracking is probably not gonna be much of an issue with this character. Should go to orc. Where is my orc? I already did this. Let's not waste any more time here. Go orc. You actually have the most success on Octopod if you dive straight to D4, D5 crawling tempo for Ghost Hack, then working your way up. Have you heard of Delvers? You might enjoy Delvers. Yeah, that sounds to me like you might have fun playing Delvers. You've never survived long enough. Oh, yeah. Okay, it's very nice that the stairs are just right next to the entrance. Don't have that much money, but you know why that is. Money comes from exploring the dungeon and finding piles of money. Very rarely will you get access to money otherwise. Lodul is a way to get money that I maybe should take advantage of, because I did find Lodul. I just didn't want to fight Lodul because Lodul can be pretty messed up. The base monster type of Lodul is ridiculous. I'm gonna rest here. Yeah, I had to make a decision between resting here and resting in the dungeon. I have to say that it would be nice to have a bit of evasion. Maybe I should train for it. It's not gonna be that expensive to train for it. And it's probably gonna increase my evasion a bit. Like, as long as I have 12 or so evasion, it should be nice. Should complement my damage reduction from my crystal plate quite a lot. Okay, have willpower somehow, so I'm not too afraid of the sorcerers. This would be much easier with an axe. Maybe axes is the way to go for Meteoran. Next time I play a Meteoran, which might be today, I'm gonna try to play with an axe. Ooh, nice scroll blinking. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that blinking and the teleports. Do I even need to identify? Yes. You usually die around D6, D7 due to rushing or forgetting key things. Last run was that would have won if you were not bad. You tried Volcano with 3 fire resistance, and you had Ignition, Shattered, Refrigeration Statue almost ready to go. Yeah, sometimes you shouldn't do the volcanoes. Volcanoes are just too much risk for too little reward, like 90% of the time. Very rarely volcanoes will actually be worth your time. But when they are, they definitely are. Okay, I am going to read Immolation for this. I think we're fine with this. Okay, I'm gonna throw Curare at the Warlord. There we go, easy peasy. Do I have Attraction? Because Attraction is the correct thing to use here. Should also use Hero Finesse if I'm gonna get into a fight against many dudes at the same time. Wanted to pull them into the fire. The fire wore off very fast, but it's fine. I can still use the attraction to pull things like this High Priest. And then heal from exploring because Meteoran, not bad. Glowing Morning Star could be interesting. Maybe, probably not gonna go for it. Glowing Globes, I'm gonna buy those. Globes of Stealth, those don't do anything since I am a Meteoran, funnily enough. Yes, do Orc before Lure if you have Toxic Radiance. Toxic Radiance is fantastic for doing Orc. Okay, so we have found 3 out of the 4 shops that generate here. I think the 4th one is somewhere around there. I also found the entrance to Elf, so that's gonna be nice. You think this is where the 4th shop is? No? No 4th shop? That's fine. It's okay to spend a bit more Sot Clock here. Really is not an issue, since I already did almost the entirety of this place, and I still have 600 and so turns. Though I would love to find that shop. I have no idea what it is. Okay, maybe in this room. Maybe in this room. And I want to find it because you never know when orc shops are gonna have something insane. This does have Tin of Tremor Stones for charges of acid. It's not the worst thing ever. Do I buy the charges of acid or the Tin of Tremor Stones? Probably not. Alright. It's not even that a waste at all because yeah, like the Salt Clock here is not gonna hurt. It's not like I am going to go do Elf or something. Maybe I will, but there's a good chance that I don't. Elf can be pretty nasty. What is this? Amnesia. Okay, we don't care about Amnesia. Let's just go do D15. Morris and Lodul. I still have issues fighting Lodul, I think. I think Morris stole my wand of acid. No, no, Morris didn't steal my wand of acid. No, let's just go downstairs here. A clock tick down in the abyss that you get banished. I don't think the abyss has a sot clock. If it did, it would be so nasty. Yeah, but I don't think it has. I don't know. I've never run into issues with the sot clock. Immediately rolling Boulder Beetle. I don't have nets. Let's just use darts. Okay, this character is insanely strong. The fact that it can do this is just so ridiculous. Another Boulder Beetle and Melee, that's pretty nasty. I am not hopeful when it comes to this fight, so I'm just gonna re-teleport. Okay, the teleport landed me in a pretty good spot where there was only one monster that I was able to kill relatively fast to heal. Do I know no, I don't know. I don't think it is in this level, the entrance to bolts, so let's just go elsewhere. No Sot Clock in the Abyss. You check, you get a message like Sot's power cannot find you here. Alright, that's nice. What about Meteoran Abyssal Knight? And you just banish yourself if you're gonna die to easily heal to full HP. That might not be the worst thing ever. Okay, I don't have a lot of fear for this wizard. Like, it doesn't make me that afraid since I have a lot of willpower. Obscene amounts of willpower. These guys get 5 willpower per level up. That, in addition to the ring of willpower that I already have, makes it so that it's really easy for me to not be afraid of that wizard. Do I have enchant armor? Can you still farm experience? No, you can't. The only way to get experience from the abyss is to find the rune. That does give you 2 potions of experience immediately. But that's about it. Yeah, you cannot get experience in the abyss in any other way. Maybe the extremely rare potion of experience, that you could find in a vault in the Abyss, but that's impossible pretty much. The only places in the Abyss that place loot now are vaults that people make. Ouch. Okay, this is not going well. I don't like this. I'm gonna read my last blinking, my only blinking that I found in the entirety of the game. I don't like that. Okay, maybe I should have read blinking. Let's do it now. But yeah, I really want to find enchant armor because I already have an armor that I will enchant. The ring is not good, the staff is not good, the manual is not good, the gold is good. I'll grab the gold. The ring is could theoretically be good, but those things are not things that my character needs. 6 strength is whatever. I have slaying and willpower, and I don't really want to replace those for 6 strength and poison resistance, especially when I can already have poison resistance just from equipping a cloak that I don't even have on right now. It will be nice when poison resistance is more necessary, such as in SOT, but for now, nah. Jeez, this character is very strong. Not the best character ever, but it is indeed very strong. I am managing quite well in these fights. Okay. When you pick up the orb, you lose the soft clock. So at that point, you no longer have any issues with the soft clock for the rest of the game. Something to keep in mind. If I run very low in the soft clock in here, it's not gonna be as much of an issue as you would think, as long as I don't go through here much more, of course. Wow, dude, that's insane. Can I not kill that? Why am I unable to kill that? You miss, you miss, you miss. How much evasion do you have? Not even that much. That sucks. I don't have cancellation or 3. I don't think 3 removes the flay, but still. I guess I'm gonna duel the ghost. Hey, look at... Wow! Using duel heals you as a Meteoran. This is so busted. Alright. Using duel heals you. Using duel heals you. Who would have guessed that using duel heals you when you're playing a Meteoran? Anyway, I think I'm gonna go down to D15 and then I'm gonna go up. So now we know that using duel heals you as a Meteoran. That's pretty nice. Let's go do lure branches now. I have snake and I have shoals. I think I'm gonna unfortunately do snake. Let me train this to 16 or so I can take advantage. I have a couple of jabs that I can throw. And I did get shoals, so I can also use those when I get to them, of course. Another rolling boulder beetle. Those ones are always very annoying. Yes, using Duke heals you because you reveal all those arena tiles at the same time. It's really busted. Okay. Yeah, first fight and I lose half my HP fighting 2 monsters. It's not looking very good, but not much to do about it. Okay, why am I even exploring this? I already have the stairs down there. Or like over here. I think it's weird that you can sometimes have issues hitting something that is constricting you, like with anacondas. That doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, that looks like a nasty bolt. Yeah, that looks like a nasty bolt. Let's see if my fears are unfounded or not. I have 13 charges of digging. Wow, that's so good. And yeah, nasty bolt. Definitely nasty bolt. Will you get the same results in subsequent duels? I think so because the arenas are different. It's not the same arena every time. So yeah, I guess I can duel whenever I have to duel. We'll see. But I think it is the case that it's gonna heal me every time I duel. Not only the first time I duel. Oh wow, I'm getting killed. Um, yeah, I hate shock serpents. Shock serpents are so ridiculous. Hmm. Why am I even fighting that when I can just do this? Or die. Yeah, I can also die. Ooh. No paralysis. No wonder paralysis. Jeez, there's three? That is such a ridiculous bolt. I shouldn't have done it. I felt baited by the fact that the stairs were so close, so I just went for it. But it's probably gonna turn out to be a massive mistake. Please, please, I have hero finesse. Please die fast. Oh man, like missing sucks. That's one of the things that I like the least about playing a melee character. Missing is the worst thing ever. I don't have any hex ones. Hex ones would be quite nice right now. You know what? What also would be nice? Having evocations to be able to use the hex ones. I don't think I survived the shock serpent. They just explode you. So I'm probably gonna explode here unless I re-teleport, and then I drink heal wounds. The heal from after landing from the teleport is gonna be quite nice. I kind of want to continue training throwing, but at the same time I feel like I need evocations. If there's a +6 ball probability in the D2 shop transition time, probably. It's early enough and it's good enough, and it's also highly enchanted, so sure. Hello, Overlord. Good to see you around. Thank you for stopping by. I will want to buy the tin of tremor stones at some point. I don't have the money to. No, I do have the money. Okay. Oh, you killed the shock serpent. All right. All right. I'm not gonna complain about that. Okay, I land next to another shock serpent. That I am going to complain about. That's awful. I'm gonna try to duel this black mamba, and there it is. Different arena means you regain 39 HP. Um, there we go, fantastic. I don't have ambrosia, but I am going to just rest here. Oh, look at the soft clock on the arena. I have the soft clock from entering the arena twice. That's pretty cool. Anyway, I'm just gonna rest here as much as I can. And yeah, I don't have hex ones, so shock serpents are impossible to kill. Um, your first encounter with an orange crystal statue in the original dungeon crawl, and it was absolutely awful. What do they do in the original dungeon crawl? Yeah, these monsters are so absurd. They really shouldn't exist, the shock serpents. Or if they should exist, they shouldn't exist when ones of or when resistance to electricity is so rare. Um, yeah, I've never liked how ridiculous electricity monsters can be at this point in the game, where you just don't have the resistance to deal with them. I dueled there and I got a very fantastic heal, so that was quite nice. You can dig to regain HP. Interesting. fire clouds from the condenser bane. That's gonna be helpful. Those ones actually kill things. Another shock serpent. Fortunately, I can use Ice Blast, which doesn't remove fire clouds for some reason. That Guardian Serpent is gonna surround me with monsters. They make you forget maps, spells, lower intelligence, confuse. You actually forget spells and have to memorize them again. Yeah, the spells also only last for like 20,000 turns or something. Um, is that right? Whoever thought that was a good idea? Linley Hensel, because that's why it's in Linley Hensel's game. Very evidently, the current devs do not share that opinion of such an effect. And I also do not share it. That's definitely a very net hacky effect, making you forget things like that. Okay, so I got a Wand of Paralysis. I don't know where I got that from, but now I can use it against Shock Serpents whenever I find them. No longer marked. I'm gonna take the risk and go upstairs. Precisely because of that. It's so insane to be able to go upstairs and just heal that much. It's a really, really strong thing to do. Okay, we're done here. Let's just go downstairs. Quite a bit of net hacky stuff in the first builds of DC and DCSS. The more the development of Crawl progressed, the more the better it got, I guess is a good way to put it. I'm just getting murdered here. Another Shock Serpent. 47% chance to succeed. Let's go upstairs. Can you please get hexed? Okay, thank you for getting hexed. Imagine if it could kill me while hexed. That would be so absurd. I'm gonna have to rest to full HP here. I kind of miss these guys having regen. They don't have it anymore. They used to have, when they were Mayfly Taurs, of course, they used to have regen, but yeah, that's not longer the case. Okay, that hurt when it comes to the soft clock. Okay, so since I am a Meteoran, I have no stealth. So these guys should not have a hard time finding me. I have willpower. I should maybe put on the Cloak of Poison Resistance. Well done surviving the Shock Serpents. Yeah, it's been painful. Hopefully that's the last one I see. I really don't want to see any more. And so far this is feeling really strong. Though the snake endings can be a huge pain, I don't think I am gonna do well unless I can get to the ending with like 1,000 turns of soft clock. This is abysmal. Look at that ridiculous thing. I cannot go down those stairs. Those stairs don't work. Ooh, that's a big deal. Okawaru heard me clamoring for regen, and Okawaru was like, you know what? Here, have something good. This is the last good thing that you're gonna get from me the entirety of the game. And if it was the case, I wouldn't complain. Yeah. Fortunately, I have these tiles here that I can use to regen. Okay, and I cannot go down those stairs. I need to find the extra downstairs. I don't want to go through unexplored tiles. I also want to check those shops. I think it's only one shop. The Scroll of Teleport is nice. Let's pick that up. Yep, one shop. I'll buy the teleport. Silence could be nice, but I'm wearing Crystal Plate. I'm probably not gonna be able to use that. Not with Crystal Plate. Okay, magic mapping. I want to know where the bolt is and what the bolt is too. Jeez, it's this. This is the bolt. This whole thing that takes up so much of the level is the bolt. And it's gonna be stone, so I won't be able to, cheat it. At least it's not as long as it could be, but it's still gonna be extremely painful, I suppose. As usually how bolts in this place go. Morning Star of Draining. I am thinking of maybe switching to a Morning Star or an Evening Star and a shield. Mm, hmm. Okay, I no longer have identify, but I already identified acquirement and blinking. Those are the important things to have identified. So I don't feel too compelled or I don't feel too compelled to search for more scrolls or like re-identify those scrolls that I have. Unfortunately, Holy Word no longer exists in the game. I like that scroll of Holy Word. I like it much more than I like Scroll of Poison. I don't like Scroll of Poison, so I do miss my Scrolls of Holy Word. Unfortunately, I don't have many tiles to reveal, so I'm not gonna be able to heal a lot from for fighting these guys. But they are only low-level Naga, so it's not difficult for me to kill them. The warrior is much more scary. Sharpshooters. Sharpshooters doing what they do, just killing me. They're pretty nasty, They deal way too much damage. I have 35 armor class and I'm still getting destroyed by them. Like, I actually don't have a chance. So, as I mentioned earlier, it is very difficult to do this place as a melee character. It does help a lot that using duel heals you for such obscene amounts of HP. Let me tell you that. That is really good. It's something that I hadn't even thought about when I went to Okawaru. But yeah, that's gonna be a really good thing for the entirety of the run. Duel is already a pretty good defensive skill, but when it comes bundled with such a ridiculous heal, that's not gonna stay in the game for much longer. I can already tell you that. I can guarantee it. It's gonna get removed soon because it's too strong. Mm. Jeez, this sucks. Um, this really sucks. How much charges of digging? I still have enough to be able to do this. Do I die from anything that you do? I think I kinda do die if you get like double poison arrow or something. So let's just heal with arena. And yeah, during that fight I lost like 40 HP, so it was the correct thing to do. Jeez, I hate this place. The entirety of the mid game sucks. Even worse for a melee character. Like for mages is rough, but for melee characters it's abysmal. Yeah, this is so bad. I would duel the Guardian Serpent, but I'd rather wait until I'm low on HP, which is gonna happen in like 2 turns anyway. Yep. Fortunately, I have access to these. If I didn't, I would just die. Yeah, every time that I've used Duel, I would have just died if I didn't have access to the ridiculous heal from Duel. So if you want to get in a Meteoran win and you don't feel like you're going to be able to do it in normal circumstances, this is the way to go now. Like, look at my character. I have Crystal Plate and I am still getting destroyed like this. As for myself, I'm going to play another one after this is removed. Or I'm gonna play another one without Okawaru in case it's not removed. This is really, really busted. I'm glad that I got regen. My soft clock is going kinda low. I am glad that I was able to dive past the first 3 levels without a lot of complications. You got a good reason to abandon my two-hander. Yeah, the main reason to abandon the two-hander was already the fact that I was taking a lot of damage, so any shield would have done the trick. But fortunately, I found a really, really good shield with a resistance that I didn't have and that I wanted. So yeah, goodbye Great Mace, hello, Kite Shield, Fire Resistance, and now my resistances are looking a bit better. I have enough willpower that I can take off the Ring of Willpower. Yeah, because I have another source of willpower from the hat, and because my species has 5 willpower per level up, that gives me enough willpower to survive Sphinxes right now. I think, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 5% chance to get destroyed by a Sphinx. Let's go further into this awful place known as Snake 4. I ran out of charges of paralysis on for the Shock Serpent. That's a shame. Though I was able to kill it much more easily this time. I'm gonna use Hero. I think for most fights I'm gonna use Hero because it's just the correct thing to do since I do not have training in my shield. I already turned it on, however. Wow, that's definitely useful. Getting poison against Nagas is so demoralizing when it comes to Condenser Main. Okay, yeah, I think that was a very big, important change to make with my character. I should train maces to 16. Yeah, it says 20 now, but that's because I have hero. I wish the bolt endings of Snake didn't just involve millions of snakes. That's all they are. Um, it's just millions of snakes. I've never liked it. Okay, I have fire resistance, so I'm not as afraid of the Salamander Tyrant as I would have been before. Yeah, fortunately it doesn't even weaken me. Yeah, the heals from Duel, they are insane. They are what has kept me alive so far. Though I have to say that after the second one, where we confirmed that pretty much every time that I dueled, I was gonna heal for ridiculous amounts of HP, I've been playing around that, so I've been using it whenever I'm low on HP. Um, Jeez, imagine if duel was like that for every character. That's so busted. Hmm. Yeah, I don't like this. If I had Fogu, this would be the perfect time to use it. Okay. I think we're done with this hellish bolt. Am I leaving anything interesting in the floor? The gold? Is the gold over here? The gold is over there, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't think I care. Where's the rune? Oh, the rune is in the opposite direction. So I will get a chance to grab the gold. Your attunement to dungeon structure grows further, the game says. Yeah, once you get it very high, that particular ability, that particular mutation, it's like magic mapping. It's pretty insane. Okay, there we go. Give me that. That's the first rune that I've ever collected with a species that is hindered by the soft clock. I wasn't able to get a rune with the Mayfly Tar while Mayfly Tars were still in the game. Um, I didn't play a lot of Mayfly Towers, but still. So yeah, there is some shops over there. I think I kind of want to check them out because, like, at this point, the salt clock here is not really an issue anymore. Like, I already did all that I wanted to do. So if I was to run low on salt clock, I could just get out. And ever since I put on a shield, I think I am noticing the difference quite a lot. I think it was a very crucial change to make to my character. Shields are in a pretty abysmal spot. Or no, it's the opposite. Not using a shield is in a pretty abysmal spot. That's exactly what I wanted to say. Mm. Yeah, the difference is like night and day. I'm actually able to fight now without exploding. Roll of Folly. Ooh, that's so good. If you've never used Roll of Folly, I would say that it's easily the strongest artifact in the entirety of the game. The Brilliance means that your spells cost 50% less for the rest of the game, and they also get enhanced in addition to the 8 intelligence. So that means that if you have Firestorm and Roll of Folly, you can just quiver Firestorm and Firestorm everything for the rest of the game. With Behemoth, that's just gonna be unlimited mana. You're never gonna run into mana issues if you do that. I have a run with that. It's on my YouTube, and it is a demigod run that I consider to be easily the most powerful character that I've ever played. If you want to see the true power of that, I start using it by the end of the character or by the end of a 3 rune. But I do extended with that, and I did it with extended. If I complete a cigarette stopping as a click with a Meteoran, you could then create an overpowered character. You can do that. If you do a cigarette, it does remove the soft clock from the Meteoran. So yeah, it turns out to be a pretty busted character at that point. Furry chainmail. Yeah, I'm not gonna put on the furry chainmail um, because I have crystal plate. But yeah, I checked the shops. Other than the roll folly, doesn't have anything that I cared about. So let's just get out. Okay, do I go to shoals? I think it's not the worst idea ever. How much stud clock do I have left in the other side? I wish I could see. Without going over there. But I guess it's fine. I didn't lure with a lot of soft clock. Um, okay, I already found the downstairs. I know because I saw it. I saw them on the mini map, up in the mini map. So yeah, there we are. Let us continue. Mm, Getting some pretty lucky stairs. And pretty lucky stair detection as well. With Ashensari, that was also a pretty nice thing to have. Gonna need this 215, I think. Show seems much nicer than Snake. That's because I haven't seen any merfolk so far. But yeah, I would say that the average merfolk band is much more nasty than the average Snake band. Because the average merfolk band does have things to throw at you, boomerangs in this case, and the average Snake band doesn't. Sharpshooters are pretty nasty, however, but the same goes for Deep Elf, or no, for Merfolk Javelineers. Yeah, same thing. I would say that Shoals is nastier. The layouts in Snake are made in such a way that it's much easier to fight things 1 versus 1. Like you can get corridors, you can dig. In Shoals, you do not get access to that. There's Dream Sheep. Like the fact that these bands exist is super nasty. Um, the open levels might not be such a bad thing when you think about it because they give me heals from being a Meteoran, so I can just walk over here and bam, now I'm back at full HP. That's really strong, I would say. Okay, this is the ending of shows. It's the house's ending. Oh, I was going to go upstairs to regen, but yeah, I healed to full HP from going downstairs. That's so strong. It's gonna get nerfed. I think it's gonna 100% get nerfed. It's only a matter of time until a dev figures out that dueling with Okawaru heals you to full HP when you're a Meteoran. An abandoned shop. That's unfortunate. Is it really the house ascending? Like I think it is, but looks weird. That's not where the rune is. So yeah, I don't particularly care about doing this, but I kind of have to do it. I got acid, so that means that I won the fight immediately. Getting acid when you use condenser vein is the greatest thing ever. It feels pretty nice to get acid because you win the fight. You actually don't have to do anything else, or at least I didn't have to do anything else there. And yeah, also I think part of the reason why this has seemed nicer than Snake so far is because I put on a shield. Yeah, I think that when I put on the shield, the Snake also started to go much better. That's where the rune is, right? Like that's the rune. Okay, we're gonna use immolation here. I'm gonna shoot or throw a jab. I have a bit of training in throwing for a reason. Easy peasy. Now let me get my rune. These guys were aggravated by the sound. It's fine. They are not that much of an issue. And yeah, this was indeed significantly easier than Snake was. Demon Trident of Flaming is a pretty juicy weapon. I could still switch, but I'm not going to. How much? Yeah, they have +3 maces and everything else is +2. I wonder why they have specifically +3 maces. Anyway, since I am also done with this place, I could just go do something else, like use the South Clock to try to explore the other houses, see what we can get from there. Maybe I can get like a Randart or something nice. I also want to find out what this is, because I don't remember ever seeing a show sending that has a structure like this. Nice, found 6 charges of digging. That's a big deal. Weird. What is up with this? You probably already figured this out, but if you press Auto Explorer in here, you die. You literally die because there's so many tiles that you can Auto Explore that don't have anything. So you can easily lose a ton of South Clock just like exploring the sea. So Auto Exploring in shows is especially dangerous, even more so than normal Auto Exploring for a Meteoran. I don't think that's gonna be better than what I have. It is not better than what I have. You know, the shininess of these guys should also give C Invisible. Should give you a halo. Yeah, it should give you a halo. Um, but I guess it's meant to be a downside. It very clearly is meant to be a downside. There's water inside. That means use a Wand of Flaming. Okay, there we go. Pretty easy. Unrestrained Analects, but unfortunately I'm not using any magic with this character. The only magic that I'm using is the magic of the Crystal Plate. Okay, there's one more house to check. The Grimoire of Creative Conjuration. Oh, in my opinion, this book should have also had the Mystic Blast, because I think Mystic Blast Freezing Cloud is a very creative way to kill things. Okay. Still have a lot of soft clock. Fortunately, I got enough soft clock through diving shoals that I was able to just explore everything. I think we're done with every. No, there's maybe one more here, but I'm not sure. Oh yeah, but that book was an artifact. That's why it had that fancy name. So yeah, artifacts are fair game. You can get any combination of spells in an artifact book. Okay, there's nothing here. We are done with this place. Let's just get out. I'm gonna go back to the dungeon. D15 bolts. Bolts. Where was bolts? I actually did know where which level had bolts. It's just that I didn't go into bolts. It was D14. Yeah, this is the entrance to bolts, I'm pretty sure. We would be surprised if it wasn't the entrance to bolts. If it's... Oh no, this is the entrance to bolts right here. This is 100% the entrance to bolts. So far, haven't had any issues related to soft clock. I have enough willpower to not be afraid of the hexers. Twisted maze. That's probably not gonna be good enough. It's okay. If I had found it earlier, I would have used it because of the stats. It has all three stats. Dexterity is especially important to hit things in the early game. So yeah, someone in Reddit, someone put on Reddit a couple of days ago the impact of having the Halo, and it's like they found that it was like going from like 6 dexterity to like 24. So it is actually a massive impact to have the Halo from the Shining One. I knew that I was not crazy, and the Halo was actually like a big deal when it came to the Shining One. Mana regen is worthless. Do I have an amulet? No amulet. Well, I would prefer to have a good amulet instead of a bad amulet. Putting it on costs Sot Clock after all, so I'm not gonna put it on. Still waiting for an amulet of regen or something. Or Guardian Spirit could also be nice because I also regain mana from exploring. This is uncharted territory for me when it comes to the Meteoran, because this is the first time ever that I get to pick up a rune as a Meteoran. I think I'm gonna train more throwing. Is throwing even that good? I think it's not that great, but I do want to have access to the ability to kill monsters from afar, even though I don't have that many jabs. I didn't find many Javelineers. Oh wow, that sucks. Do I want to fight these like this? Definitely not. I can actually, because I have Condenser Vein. I got Acid, so that means that I just win the fight. This is summoned. Okay, that means that I should probably kill the summoner instead. Summoner is gonna die from Acid next turn, so I'm gonna just ignore it, and yeah. As you see, you literally win the fight when you get Acid clouds from Condenser Vein. It's a pretty strong cloud, in case you were wondering why players cannot generate those. Okay, now that we have won the fight, that cloak is bad, very, very bad. So I'm gonna leave it on the floor. My current cloak is better than that. Much, much better. It's more highly enchanted and it also has resistance. Do I have... I don't have that. I'm gonna use Attraction. I don't think I die, though this is kinda bad. Okay, I'm afraid of the Etin. The Etin is kinda bad. I'm gonna do the Thunderhawk to heal a lot. Okay, with the heal I will be able to get out and kill the thing without a lot of complications. The regen that I got from Okawaru is also being quite helpful. Okay, I'm gonna hero here. Definitely wanna kill the thing first, because the thing hits really, really hard. It's surprising how much damage an thing can deal. They're actually pretty insanely strong. I'm gonna throw Kira out of here. Okay, that has been going pretty well so far. Yeah, let me pick up my stuff now. Storm Dragon, hold on. Hold on, that's actually pretty scary. I thought that it was a Steam Dragon, but no, it's a Storm Dragon. I don't have, no, I do have 2 potions of resistance. Okay, I think I can get hit by the breath weapon one more time. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine, that's fine. Alright, pretty nasty level monster generation. I don't even know what's going on here, or why am I fighting that many dudes at the same time. I just want to rest. But I guess it's because I am a Meteoran and I have no stealth. Okay, this guy is slow, so yeah, it goes well. I win the fight. I don't know what that was, but I know that I don't want to deal with that again. Did I just pick up a second ring of willpower? Yeah, I am carrying a lot of things that I do not want to carry. Like this and this and this and this. Those can go away. Not gonna use any of those things. Did I already pick up all my throwables? I think I did. Okay. Let's regen with a bit of exploration healing and opening doors to heal. Not bad, not bad. Oh, look at the soft clock. It actually went down a lot. That fight was very aggressive for the very beginning of bolts. But I did get a Convoker Moth thrown at me. Okay, I found the downstairs. That's exactly what I wanted to see. I'm actually gonna kill this guy now that I have a bit more soft clock. Okay, let's just go down. Tempted to hit that teleport trap, but I know that it can end in disaster, so I am not going to do it. Ouch. Okay. I do have cold resistance. I actually have 2 pips of that. Where did I get the second pip from? Oh, the hat. The hat and the crystal plate have cold resistance. Yeah, that hat is... It's very unlikely that hat will ever be upgraded. The name is also very appropriate, you know? The Hat of the Good. It is like a light hat of the alchemist. Um, it is like preventing me from having a bit of extra armor class from like a fully enchanted helmet, but it is also providing me with some very important properties: willpower, regen, cold resistance. I really don't think that I'm gonna replace that. I would even think about replacing it with the Hat of the Alchemist if I was to get that hat. That's how good it is. Fatal Altar, do you do it? Yes, you do it. You heard Ignite Poison used to be in the starting kit for Venom Mage. That is correct. It used to be in the starting kit for Venom Mage in 0.26. They got it after the spell rework. And during that version that they had Ignite Poison in the starting book, they were the strongest background in the game easily. Like there was actually no contender for best background in the game. The closest thing was Ice Elementalist, and it was still not as good as Venom Mage with Ignite Poison. It was so good that it could even kill things that were poison resistance because they also had meth. So well, it still has meth, but it also had it back then. So you could just use meth and ignite poison to create clouds of fire to kill whites or zombies or whatever you wanted to kill. Was insane. You got Kiku. Don't see me wearing that every day. Yeah, you also don't see me playing a melee character. I was talking about that earlier, Rithrin. But yesterday I was playing Meteoran, and it was Meteoran Mage, and I did notice that it took me forever to get books, and it was only like sheer luck. So I went for melee Meteoran this time because getting upgrades as a melee character is much easier. Um, Much more reliable to find good gear from killing monsters than to stumble upon it with like the small amount of walking that you are afford to do as a Meteoran. So yeah, and so far it's been going okay. Stawa is very scary. I have to say that. I probably should use mm, hero, maybe hero finesse. Okay, have slaying and fire resistance. There we go. The globes are pretty okay. They're pretty good. They're not the greatest thing ever, but I like the 6 dexterity. The harm is unfortunately a serious issue. Um, my current globes are globes of stealth. I probably shouldn't, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Let's see how much I end up regretting this. I'm gonna carry my other globes, just in case. Hmm. I don't have that much shot clock in bolts. Yeah, it really hurts that the first fight that I took me like 300 turns. It was quite a long fight, unfortunately. Hmm. So, in case you don't know about this species, this is the Meteoran. They don't get 6,000 turns of shot clock when they enter a new level. They only get 600 turns. So that means that you are forced to play turn count speedrun whenever you're playing this character. My current turn count is 12,000 turns. So yeah, I would not be here at 12,000 turns, and a much better player at turn count would have already won the game at 12,000 turns. But yeah, that's just how you play this kind of character. Mm, you do not press out to explore. That's a thing that I have kind of some issues with in the quality of life department. I like pressing out to explore, and I don't like not being able to press out explore. But this character makes it kind of interesting to manually explore, like this species, because of the restriction. It is definitely not something that I would ever recommend to someone that doesn't already have a lot of experience with crawl, because it does require you to be able to recognize bolts and stuff from what you see. Um, yeah, using Harm and Crystal Plate and being a melee character. This is one wild character of mine, I can tell you that. It is very much unlike what I would normally do. Anyway, we already found the entrance to Vault 5 if we ever want to do that, which is not that likely. I want to see what this is, what this fountain is, because it might be like a vault with shops, and I definitely want to find some shops. Would like to find a better weapon and some other stuff. Ooh, that's a pretty nasty door to open. These guys get some pretty funny restrictions um, with the soft clock, but they also get exploration that heals them. Like whenever you reveal new tiles, you heal. And I found that whenever you're playing with Okawaru, if you reveal or if you duel with Okawaru, you heal like 60 HP or so every time you do it. It's actually quite insane because it just places you in a non-explored arena that you proceed to fully explore. That's probably almost guaranteed to get reworked or removed very soon. So yeah, if you ever want to give that a try, now would be the time to do it before it gets removed. Um, Meteoran is gonna stay in the game, but that particular interaction is most definitely not going to stay in the game. I'm tempted to read magic mapping, but I only have one. Magic mapping is also a very valuable resource to a Meteoran, since you do not really get to explore the entirety of the level. Having a consumable that lets you see where the good stuff is much more valuable for a Meteoran than it is for the average character that will get to see the entirety of the level anyway. And I have been noticing that quite heavily when I'm playing Meteoran. I don't think I'm doing Bolts 5. It's unlikely that I'm doing Bolts 5 with this character. Would I be able to do Bolts 5 in 2000 turns? Probably not, because Bolts 5 is a pretty messed up level, and I might also have issues escaping Bolts 5 in 2000 turns, so there's that as well. Mm, I have 2 pips of cold resistance, so the clouds do not deal that much damage. And it's okay to just go through the clouds anyway, because I have a good amount of healing. Okay, so this is obviously a bolt. Um, the 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 um, the fountains, the way that they're placed. Geez, this sucks. Do I have silence? I do not seem to have silence. This is going very poorly. I am going to do all this river. Yeah, there it is. Got a very squalid heal, but it's still a heal. 35 HP. So this is what I was talking about earlier. Whenever you use duel with Meteoran, it heals you for a lot. It's like it's actually a very significant heal. So yeah, I would recommend you to give it a try before it gets removed. Okay, we got silence. I got lucky and I found silence. Kill the river easily. I'll take the buckler. Probably not gonna use it, but I'll take the buckler. Um, yeah, I lost the silence. It lasted for a very short amount of time. The silence. It's crazy how short it is. Did it get nerfed, or did I just get a very bad roll for silence? This will also increase my soft clock. Soft clock changes depending on the branch that you are. Every branch has its own specific soft clock. So that's why you saw that the soft clock in Duel was very high compared to the soft clock that I have now. Hmm. I think this bolt has to leech. Hats and ropes. Poisonous vapors. Fantastic spell. A leech. Yep, there it is. I have found the Hat of the Alchemist in this vault before. Okay, easy to kill. I don't think I care about any of those things. Yeah, not even the Robovines. It's unlikely that any of these hats is gonna be better than what I have. That would be okay as a crystal plate, and that's worse than what I have. So yeah, okay, it was worth it to check that bolt, but I am gonna get out of here now. Jeez, I'm getting destroyed. Why am I getting destroyed? Nasty. Can I do something about you? I guess I can Kirara you. I can also net you. Netting you is a bit more immediate. Okay. Here finesse that just heals. That just kills the Bolt Warden very quickly and very easily. Now I'm gonna train fighting armor shields for the rest of the game. Vampiric Ballax is such an attractive item, but I think I'm gonna pass on it. I already I know how bad it is not have to not have a shield. It was going so bad. Oh wow, look at my soft clock. It went down a lot. Um, what do we do? D15? I still need to get a third room from somewhere. I don't think I'm gonna get it from bolts. Straight up, not. I don't think I'm gonna get it from bolts. So slime, I guess. I don't have resistance to corrosion. Oof. There's that hat. That's my only source of resistance to corrosion. I guess I should maybe go grab that hat in case it legit is my only source of resistance to corrosion. Melee slime is scary. Yeah, that's gonna be difficult. Mm, I have the javelins, I guess. The javelins could be good. Javelins into immolation. That kills everything that's not a rock slime. Teleport away from the rock slimes. Maybe that's the way to go. Slime is a pretty good branch for me to do because it doesn't take a like I am going to amass a lot of salt clock going down to slime 5. That's 3,000 turns of salt clock. It's not gonna take me 3,000 turns to do slime 5. It's funny because I don't think I would be able to do bolt 5 with 3,000 turns, but I think I can do slime 5 easily with 3,000 turns. So yeah, I don't think these guys can do bolt 5. Mm. At least not until they complete a cigarette. I am going to go get that hat. Yeah, I should have picked it up earlier. Not that it matters because like I'm not really gonna use all this hot clock. So there's where is this slime, the entrance to slime? Still have a lot of salt clock in the dungeon. And still have a lot of salt clock in Lure as well, fortunately. I was slightly worried about the salt clock in the Lure. Okay, let's put on the hat. Yeah, I probably will also have to wear the Ring of Willpower. Okay, this should go fine. After this, we do depths, and then we should just win the game. But as I mentioned, the stairs here are really close to the entrance, so it should be nice and fine. I unfortunately do not have Phantom Mirror. It also doesn't work with this slime creature, but yeah, that slime creature is gonna be quite nasty. I should be able to kill it, however. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to see. It splitting. Also, going downstairs, as you see, heals me for ridiculous amounts of HP because of the way that their exploration heals work. I'm gonna wait one turn. If I had Condenser Bane, that's what I was going to do. Do I have Ignite Poison? Because I could maybe think about learning that. I like how everything is just failure, 100%, and like different degrees of severity of the miscast. You can see it much better in console. That's what I'm talking about. Like ignition is deep red, then yellow, and then freeze is gray. Pretty funny thing. Mm, I think I can deal with these guys. Okay, let's go upstairs. The acid bluff might be an issue. I'm gonna go safe and just use hero here. Two boomerangs. I should probably quiver the boomerangs now that I think about it. Okay. Not bad at all. Went extremely well. Slime 4, 2200 turns. Did you guys hear about Rift Wizard 2? In case you're not in my Discord, Kali Commuter let me know that there's gonna be Rift Wizard 2, and that's pretty exciting. Normally, I would explore to try to clear as much slime as possible before fighting the Royal Jelly, but I think it's a pretty good idea to not do that whenever I'm playing Meteoran, because now I can just explore to heal. What is that? 6 jabs. Hmm. How is it going to be different from the first? I have no idea. But like, to be completely fair, and to be completely honest, they could just re-release Rift Wizard with more quality of life features, and I would buy it. Yeah, just like all those things that are like the quality of life things that I've been talking about whenever I play Rift Wizard, add those and I'll buy the game. Legit. Um, Hello, Shaper. Good to see you around. Plus two experience, that's ominous. Yeah, plus two experience is crazy. Crazy good for this species. Meteoran is a pretty difficult species. It's very unlike what you would normally see whenever you're playing a normal species. You know, it's like really a unique challenge. Um, I was just mentioning earlier that it's really something that I would not recommend someone that doesn't have a lot of experience with the game um, already, because the Meteoran experience is like being able to recognize balls from the magic mapping that you get. That's a big part of playing Meteoran. It saves you a lot of shot clock to being able to do that. You also do not get the ability to press O, which is something that I do not like. I wish I could be. I wish I could press O. I like being able to press O. O is part of the reason why I play Crawl. So that's something that I do not like that much about this species. But yeah, it does have a lot of crazy things, such as the exploration healing. As you can see there, like the healing is insane. And right now it's broken with Okawaru. If you duel, Okawaru can heal you for ridiculously high amounts of HP. So yeah, you should try to do that with Meteoran um, if you have not tried it yet. I should probably drink might as well. Okay. Mm. Who is engulfing me? Oh, you are. I don't like this. I should read teleport. How can I miss the Quicksilver Ooze if it's like engulfing me? That doesn't make any sense. This is not going well at all. Yeah, there we go. The revealing of tiles to heal is fantastic, as you can see. Sometimes it just heals you for a lot. So I'm pretty much ready to go back into the fray once again. Always 50% of OTAB experience. You haven't played in a few weeks. It's definitely the time to play. Try it now before it gets removed. Not Meteoran, but like the interaction with Okawaru. I was about to showcase it there, but I just decided to teleport instead.
My wife still doesn't believe in me!
Creative message goes here.
Creative messages indeed go there every now and then. Thank you for the 6 months, Will Tarquine. I appreciate it. What about you? Have you played Meteoran yet? Because Meteoran is pretty cool. I've been enjoying it. Definitely quite a different challenge. Mm, I like walking around with 12 corrosion, but not much to do about it. I got some silver jabs. I'm probably gonna use those against this guy. Not you. You enjoy watching Crawl more than playing it usually. I understand that. I am like that with fighting games. I'm also like that with League of Legends. But lately I've not really watched a lot of that. I'm finally starting to actually just like remove it out of my life altogether, which is a pretty good thing because I've wanted to do that for a while. Um, this is not gonna go well for the Royal Jelly. Um, doing this with such an underpowered weapon is gonna be rough. You're like that with StarCraft. You're like that with fighting games and League as well, but you've dropped with League for the most part too. LCS and stuff was fun for a while, but you're tired of roster changes. Yeah. I was never one to follow the LCS when I was into League. I preferred watching content creators, like people on YouTube and Twitch. Um, okay, just gonna haste to be able to reposition much better. Ooh, I just thought of something fancy to do. I cannot really do it, but like the thing that I just thought of is Wreath Torment and then walk away and heal the Torment damage. That sounds like it's gonna. I have to try that on a different Meteoran, not on this one because I already explored half of the level. But that sounds like a really good thing to do on Meteoran to kill the Royal Jelly. I'm right now struggling a lot to kill the Royal Jelly. I'm real curious what Street Fighter 6 will be like. Funny thing that you mentioned that. You probably already saw it, but there is a trailer for Street Fighter 6, like the Chun-Li reveal trailer for Street Fighter 6. Mm. Avoiding the Poll already put a video on that. I'm gonna watch it later, but I guess I can link you to Avoiding the Poll's video because I love Avoiding the Poll. Um, in case you wanna see what Street Fighter 6 looks like, there it is with one of my favorite streamers. Um, The gameplay one was nice, and we saw 4 characters. Yeah, Aris is a great streamer. I also like Aris a lot. Um, also, here it is. Said no one. The screenshot of what Dylan posted about Rift Wizard 2. Okay, how do we kill this thing? I'm gonna hero, and then I'm just gonna throw some silver jabs. If I had normal blinking, like the ability to blink with an evocable, this would be super easy. I would just throw jabs and blink away, and then throw more jabs. Oh, by the way, look at that. That was 2 jabs. The Royal Jelly was at full HP, I think, and that was 2 jabs. But Silver deals extra damage to the Royal Jelly, so it's understandable. You kill the Royal Jelly. Beautiful. Do I have Immolation? How many Rock Slimes? 5. I think it's worth it to use Immolation. Immolation and Teleport as well. Yeah, I'm kind of worried about the Quicksilver Oozes engulfing me and preventing me from teleporting. Yeah, I saw the trailer for Street Fighter 6 and I was like, that game looks kind of fun. But after Street Fighter 5, I'm like, not sure anymore. I feel like Capcom lost me super hard with Street Fighter 5. The game was not very fun, and the netcode experience was just miserable. The rock slime is too large for the net to hold. Okay, I accidentally threw a net at the rock slime instead of throwing what I wanted to throw. Let's heal a bit by exploring. There we go. Back at full HP. Now I shall pick up my jabs. Scarf of Harm. I already have Harm. Funny thing that you mention it. And it's not something that I'm particularly thrilled to have, but I will use it because it's like my best globes, I think. Do I care about that? No. I have too many sources of cold resistance. I finally can pick up an amulet. Yeah, hopefully this is gonna be the first amulet that I find that is not like mana regen. Acrobat is okay. Guardian Spirit is good. I have 40 mana. I regen mana as well as HP when I do that thing that I like to do. Oh wow, look at that. Would have been a pretty good thing to have. I'll replace it with the Hat of the Good. I'll replace my Hat of Resistance to Corrosion with the Hat of the Good. We can drop it now. 1 charge of Mind Burst. Sure. And the Slimy Rune. Okay. I didn't feel like I was gonna be able to do Volt 5 with this character. Really didn't feel like I was gonna be able to do that, so I didn't even attempt it. I got the Necronomicon, but I don't care about spells. I do care about the Tin of Tremorstones and the File of Lots that we just got. Slime is really good for Meteoran. you can get some pretty crazy stuff. Like all those experience evocables that you would normally already have by the time you come here are really good. I will carry around. I will use the regen instead of Guardian Spirit because I think regen is just better for Meteoran. In the unfortunate situation that you happen to need to regen just by waiting, having two sources of regen is definitely much better than having one source of regen and Guardian Spirit. So I like this. You really didn't like Street Fighter 5. Wasn't even fun to watch as an spectator. I had exactly the same experience that you're mentioning. I didn't like it, and I also didn't like to watch it. I tried to play it, but like the netcode for Street Fighter 5 is just miserable. It's torture. It's worse than delay because like with delay at least you know what you're getting yourself into. But with the awful implementation of rollback on Street Fighter 5 is just like unplayable. It actually is unplayable. I was getting so mad at that game that I just uninstalled. I also didn't really feel like putting much effort in the game in the first place. So I was playing Zangief, and Zangief is like one of the worst characters in the game in that particular Street Fighter. So yeah, pretty rough. Marvel 3 was your favorite spectator game? Oh yeah, Marvel 3 is a classic. With a bit of luck, we'll see something like that in the future. Maybe not necessarily Marvel versus Capcom, but can't protect the skies with Zangief sucking either. Yeah, it's not like Zangief was like my favorite Street Fighter character or anything, but I was just um, playing Zangief and because grappler, doing grappler stuff. Um, but it was not very good. It was pretty painful to have to walk through the Hadoukens and stuff without the green hand. Um, anyway, I have my 3 runes. Let's go do depths. That's that seems logical to me. Let's go to depths. I don't think I want to do elf. I mean, I would if I could, but I don't have resistance to electricity. Mm, hmm. I don't think I have not identified enchant armor. Okay, I don't think I have identified enchant armor. This character is funny. I identified acquirement and potions of experience already, but I have not identified all of my potions or scrolls. Let's do another Capcom versus SNK. That's very likely, actually, especially with the way that the fighting game industry is behaving nowadays. Every couple of months, there's like a round table for most fighting game developers where they show their new cool things and stuff. Like they all seem to be in very friendly terms with each other. So like the industry is ripe for collaboration. I really wouldn't be surprised if there was like another Capcom versus SNK in the near future, especially with like KOF 15 and Street Fighter 6. There was a collaboration character in Samurai Showdown, a character from Guilty Gear as well. So yeah, like, and that's I think the first time that a character from Guilty Gear collaborates in or like appears in another fighting game, because they appear in like awful phone games all the time, but not in fighting games. I don't think I completed D15. 1,000 painful DLCs. Yeah, you're probably gonna have to get a lot of DLCs like that. Um, but it's gonna be fun, and it's gonna get supported for quite a while as well, which is nice. Mm, New characters and stuff. Maybe Adelaide, which is kind of like one of my favorite characters from the King of Fighters, will actually be there. I was hoping that it would be on the King of Fighters 15 with like Team Rugal with Adelaide and his sister and Rugal. That would be a cool team, but it was not the case. Um, I guess I can still dream that they do it for season 2 or something. Capcom versus SNK Kart Fighters Clash. I've never seen that. You need to link me to that because I really didn't know about that until you just mentioned it. I thought that I knew about all the collaborations between Capcom and SNK, but that's new to me. Um, okay, D15. I didn't do this. I have 2 magic mapping. One of them is reserved for SOT 5 because doing SOT 5 without magic mapping is absolute misery. I'm not doing that. But I'm probably saving the other one for like depth 4 or something. And we immediately find the entrance to depths. Sure. That's nice. That's nice. I'm not gonna complain about that. We just grab this money and go into depths. Welcome to the depths. Neo Geo Pocket Color game. Was pretty good card battle RPG back when it came out. It sounds interesting. Yeah, I like card games. Um, Someone, I think it was Calicometer, mentioned that I might like Slay the Spire, and but when that happened, when it was mentioned, I had already gone through my Slay the Spire phase. I think it was before I started streaming. There was like this one weekend where I played like, without exaggerating, like 35 hours of Slay the Spire over the weekend. Like I missed a lot of sleep, just because I was so hooked with the game. But I could play a bit of it. I haven't played a lot because like I kind of lost interest in the Ascension thingies. Mm, I got to Ascension like 11 or so with Watcher, and with the other ones I didn't get much higher. With Defect and with Silent, it took me a while to even win them at all because I don't like their playstyles. But with Watcher, I love the playstyle. It's like super combo-y and stuff. Monster Strain to slay the Spire by a large amount. Did you beat the heart? I did beat the heart. I beat the heart in Ascension 10 or so with Watcher. And yeah, there it is, that thing that I was mentioning about Meteoran and Okawaru. You regained 84 HP from me using Duel because I revealed all of these styles at the same time. It's absurd. It's actually ridiculous how strong it is. Look at my soft clock in the arena as well. um, so yeah, like while I am in the arena, I definitely don't have anything to fear when it comes to soft clock issues. This character is obviously not doing a cigarette because yeah, it's not a mage. Doesn't have refrigeration nor ignition. My previous Meteoran, the one that died in it died in the ice cave, right? That was pretty rough because I knew that I didn't have to go into that ice cave, but I just did it anyway, and I ended up paying the price. But anyway, that character could have done a cigarette because I had access to refrigeration and ignition. Yeah, the Okawaru Arena interaction is broken. That actually is gonna get removed. There's no way it stays like this because it's so strong. It's already saved me so many times. Like a duel is a defensive option, but these guys take it and like crank it all the way to 11. It's actually ridiculous. Anyway, let's go down. Let's get a nice choke point for these guys. That's not what I want to see, unfortunately. Poison gas is nice. Doesn't do anything against the dragons, but it does do something against everyone else. Gonna kill the dragon first. I have 2 pips of cold resistance, so it's nice. One from my hat of good and one from my crystal plate. Funny thing that I was just talking about ice caves because I did get that crystal plate from an easy ice cave. I just went in and I stumbled upon the crystal plate, and it was the stars aligned because that's actually like, I normally don't play characters that can use crystal plate, so it came perfect for this character. What's broken about Okawaru's revivification? Okawaru's revivification. There's no way that's staying in the game. It's actually so busted. Nice. Distillery. I can buy a couple of things. I'll buy one of these. Yep. Let's see what else we got here. I will buy the Scroll of Identify. I always wondered why Scrolls of Identify spawn in depths, but I guess now I know. 2 Scrolls of Enchant Armor. I can enchant my Crystal Plate now. What is this? It's decent. It's not good. It's decent. I don't want it. It's too expensive too. Very expensive blinking. I might buy that. There's another shop over here. I think it might not be a terrible idea to read identify or to read magic mapping here to see if there's more shops. Though I just became aware that it's depths, so you don't know where the portals are. These portals are probably like all entrances to hell and that kind of thing. I wish it was more. I wish they were more different and like you could easily spot them whenever you are doing the depths. Is that a real thing? What? Okawaru plus well, Okawaru, yes. Okawaru's revivification is a real thing. You do duel when with a Meteoran, and it heals you so much. It's actually ridiculous. Um, it's probably gonna happen at some point with this character in the near future. So when it happens, you're gonna get to see it, and you're gonna be astonished by it, as much as I was when I first saw it. Um, yeah, there's no way that's staying in the game. I'm glad that I got to find out about that change or about that thing because it's pretty nice. Um, I suspected that Okawaru was good for Meteoran because Okawaru is just, oh, by the way, this is a level white bolt. This is very clearly a level white bolt. I have no interest in doing that. Um, I thought that Okawaru was good for Meteoran because Okawaru just gives you gear, right? And you don't want to be a mage, you want to be a melee character because it's also easier to acquire upgrades as a melee character compared to being a mage. Now that's an upgrade. Funny thing that I was talking about that. Um, so Kawaru just like helps you with that even more. You could go Behumet as well, but I think Okawaru was the right thing to do. Um, that's a pretty fantastic crystal plate that I just received from Okawaru. Yeah, sometimes you get -1 hat from Okawaru, and sometimes you get plus 13 crystal plate with willpower. Okay, goodbye crystal plate of cold resistance. I don't think I'm using that anymore. Geez, 5 pips of willpower. Oh, I'm using a ring of willpower. I don't think I care about that. I do care about using this, however. Um, so we can drop this and this. Nice, nice. It looks fantastic. 14, 9, 13, 18. Now you wonder if Meteoran. It's gonna take me a while. Meteoran Abyssal Knight get it from Abyss. I think they probably do. I was also thinking about that. Like, Meteoran could theoretically banish themselves and then just explore a bit to heal to full HP. It would be weird if they didn't. Mm. Anyway, this is depth 4, but I think this is the entrance to Sot, so I'm not gonna map it. Yeah, this has to be the entrance to Sot. Mm. This species really turns you into a turn count speedrunner. Not that I am doing particularly well for a turn count speedrunner anyway. 15k turns is probably too much. Pretty good damage roll there. I think that just ignores armor class because otherwise I cannot imagine how this purple draconian managed to do that with my 53 armor class. Well, when it did it, I had like 48, right? Anyway, it's surprising how much willpower or how much armor class I get from using hero. It's fantastic. Mm. Yeah, okay. Those guys can LRD me all they want. They're really not getting past my 53 armor class. This character feels so strong. I must have a better weapon. There's no way this is the best weapon that I have. I've been using it since I gave up on my Great Maze Dream. And I gave up on the Great Maze Dream because I was taking so much damage. It was awful. But I see Randart Mazes and Flails. Um, no Evening Stars, of course. No Demon Whips. Kind of rough. The Demon Whip would be quite nice because I've also been using Ring of Slaying for what feels like forever now. So yeah, didn't find a Death Knight. Maybe I should use this Sod Clock that I have in depths to try to find a Death Knight band and get and get like a demon whip off of them. Like a Death Knight? No, a Hell Knight band. That's what I meant. Okay. I did find a Demon Trident. Is it too late to reclass into Demon Trident? Maybe. Maybe not. After all, these guys get obscene amounts of experience in whatever they want to do. So getting to 14 polearms is not going to take me a lot. I could also enchant it, well, not even that highly. Something about a band around the Hell Entrance if you do see it. I saw a Hell Entrance, but I didn't see a band, unfortunately. Yeah, Hell Entrance here. The Bestial Hell probably has some dudes with demon whips and stuff. Or I could use a Brodax. There's also a Brodax right there. And Brodax is cross-train, so I already have 9 axes. Compelling. But it's gonna be +1, and like it will have a brand at least, because I do have Scrolls of Brand Weapon, but I don't know if I want to do that. Read Wizards Volume 7. Yeah, I think it's just better that I either leave this level and try to find a Hell Knight bind in one of the previous levels, or going to the Gateway of Hell. Let's chill here for a bit. This is safer than Bolt 5, because here nothing can lock you in. Things can push you out, like specifically those Hell Beasts can push you out. And that can be nasty, but yeah, we should be fine. This would be much faster if I had unexplored terrain close to the entrance. But it's fine. I have regen anyway. Anyway, I didn't see a lot of Hell Knights over there, so... Oh, okay. Ask and ye shall be given. That's spiraling right now. That's not very good. I did find a Demon Whip. Okay, it's +0 compared to this +2 Demon Trident. Demon Trident. Yeah, there's also a +3 Demon Trident of Flaming right there. So there is indeed a lot of incentive to go for a Demon Trident, and not a lot of incentive to go for a Demon Whip. Not sure what's the best thing to do. But I know that I don't want to win with a +3 Morning Star. That doesn't feel that good. I don't want to explore this vault. I really don't want to explore this vault. I probably shouldn't. I think the correct thing to do is to just pretend that this level doesn't exist. Yeah, that's just the safest thing to do. I already saw Depths 2's Hell Entrance. I guess I could explore Depths 1. Or maybe explore a bit of Depths 2. Did you run into issues with your Sod Clock in your run, Particle Phase? I love Tin of Tremor Stones. It's such a good item. I should train more evocations. I stopped training it because I didn't have access to Tin of Tremor Stones, but now I do. Wow, I got 6 pips of piety with Okawaru. That doesn't happen very frequently. You were getting a drink and heard your name. I was just asking if you ran into soft clock issues with your Meteoran. So far, I have not gotten into any soft clock issues, but I've also been playing extremely carefully to avoid that specific issue. Yeah, the regening by exploring helps a lot with the soft clock issues that I was having with Mayfly Tor. Only in Orc. Oh, when it comes to Orc, I just went down immediately, and I kind of tanked through everything. Can you do something high risk, high reward? If you tell me what it is, I might do it. I might also do it if you bribe me with money, but it depends. What does a scroll of poison do? It puts a cloud of poison on every tile that is not occupied by a monster or you. So the monsters walk into the clouds of poison, or they get pulled into the clouds of poison. Wow, this level is empty. I just wasted a ton of salt clock. It's fine. Okay, I don't think I'm finding anything. I should probably just take what I have right now. It's fine. Yeah, as I was saying, the monsters walk into the clouds of poison, or they get pulled into the clouds of poison by potion of attraction or lesser beckoning or something along those lines, and they start taking poison damage. It's pretty good. I would say that I like it. It's a shame that Okawaru didn't give me a good weapon. On the other hand, I did get a plus 13 crystal plate from Okawaru, so it's kind of hard to complain about Okawaru in this one run, because between that and Okawaru's revivification, yeah, like it's a bit too funny how good it's been for me in this game, thanks to Okawaru. Okay, I want to get to the other side of this bolt. I'm just gonna surround it. Night Gozag. Do I have a port? I do not have a port to pull those potions of 3. How many of them do I have? 0. It might be worth it to risk mutations for the potions of 3 then. No malmutations. Don't do that. Imagine if I was to be affected by the salt clock because of the constant paralysis. Okay, oh, those guys cannot do it through great. They need line of fire, of course. In that case, that's fine. Oh, ooh, anti-magic broadaxe. That's very tempting. Very, very, very tempting. Okay, I'm gonna do it. There was also a demon whip. I could also do that, but it's a +1 demon whip. Not gonna be able to punch through anything using that. Yeah, at this point I just wanna go to Sot. Okay, welcome to the realm of Sot. I have jabs, so I'm gonna shoot my jabs. You have to count steps to collect enough gold to buy something and get out. Jeez, that sounds like a bit too close for my tastes. I feel like if I went down below like 200 or so, I would just try to get out at that point. Yeah, too close for my tastes. Ouch. Ouch, stop that. 63 damage with a multi-sap. Well, Star Polemic, take a look at this. You regain 69 HP, so Okawaru's revivification. Literally Okawaru's revivification. Stop that. I kind of want to file of Flood Seed, but it's a bit too late. You got out with 80. Ouch. Yeah, that's so scary. I'm just gonna chill here, rest a bit. Do I have any tiles that I can explore? Not really. I have poison resistance. The only resistance that I do not have is the resistance to electricity, unfortunately. The Draconian has... I can rest here. It's fine. Having 2 sources of regen is definitely nice for resting as a Meteoran. The Draconian had a polearm. Okay. I was wondering about my jabs, but they are on the floor. Tempting to Tin of Tremorstones this guy, but not really, or not to Tin of Tremorstones, to File of Lots, but not that much, because the dangerous thing that it does, which is the Lightning Bolt, is not something that I can prevent using that, unfortunately. Let's get out of here to rest. Yeah, funny little trick that you can do if you're close to the exit. You can just get out and rest in the other level instead of resting in the level where you don't have a lot of soft clock on. I do that in Tomb. Tomb can sometimes take a lot of time. That's a Ghost Bolt. Skill Mill. Curare. The Curare is nice. Scroll Poison. Pretty good. Drink Attraction. Very nasty. The Draconian Shifter kind of countered the Scroll of Poison. It still went well enough, of course. That's not good. Okay, that got rid of the Ghost Moth, so it went fine. Not a fan of the Purple Draconian. 35 damage. I should duel the Knight so I can kill it. Yeah, position myself in such a way that I do not get hit by the multi-sap from the breath weapon. There we go. Incidentally, dueling here healed me to full HP. That was very convenient. I didn't do it for that, but it is definitely a nice upside that I'm not gonna say no to. So yeah, I wonder if you can like abuse this Okawaru healing to get like a turn count speedrun record or something. It's not uncommon for people to exploit things in the game to get speedrun records. That has happened quite a bit already. The Uskoyo exploit. I think that actually got the turn count record, right? No, let's use Silver Jab. I need to get rid of that Moth of Wrath before it berserks anyone. I've been trying super hard to kill it, but it just refuses to die. Okay, the Golden Dragon is funnily enough almost dead because of what I was trying to do against the Moth of Wrath. So I just kill it first. Let's reveal some tiles. I obviously do not want to do the entirety of Sot. Like, clearly I don't want to do the entirety of Sot. It's just that I have not found an exit. So I forgot the record with Mayfly Tor is working on Meteoran. Yeah, I wonder if this is good for that purpose. Guardian Mummy, where did you come from? Or why did you spawn here? No wonder, but it's probably in a bolt that I do not want to mess with. Talking about things that I don't want to mess with, every Draconian is something that I don't want to mess with. Ideally, I would not fight these guys. Yeah, the plan is definitely diving. Breeding Fear, let's see what happens. Okay, everyone got feared. Everyone that could get feared got feared. It's pretty nice. I thought that they were gonna turn around because of the scroll of poison. Fortunately, it didn't seem to be the case. Okay, Breath of Dispelling Energy is going... didn't do anything, actually. Yeah, I lost the slow, and then I got hit by the Dispelling Energy. Should probably finesse. Yeah, this guy is pretty scary. I don't want that guy to be close to me. You wonder if you should practice by rerunning the same seed so you can more easily learn from mistakes. I don't know. I never did that. When I started playing, seeds were not really a thing in the game. So I don't know if it can be helpful or not. But you do what feels like it works for you. Poison plus fear was a nice trick. Yeah, it was the opposite of poison plus potion of attraction, but it does serve a very similar purpose. Um, hmm. Okay, I have 4 heal wounds. Let's make that 3 just for safety. I don't want to get crystal speared, and I feel like it's a bit too late for me to use file flots. I should try to get rid of this guy actually. There we go. Um, I could pretty much use my axe right now. It's at 17.9. So when with hero I have min delay on the broad axe, and it's a broad axe. It's gonna be nice for fighting bands with shifters and orbs of fire. I also just noticed that I have 300 turns left in the salt clock. I don't know. I've seen a fair amount of the levels. I would just consider this to be pretty unlucky that I have not found the exit yet. I'm gonna read my 1 scroll of enchant weapon on the broad axe. I have slaying, in case you were wondering why I was able to kill anything at all. Do I want to do the thing again? Poison attraction? Hmm. Yeah, sure. I'll do it as much as I can. Um, Hopefully the rest of the salt levels are gonna be easy. Um, so many black draconians. That's so scary, actually. Maybe I should use resistance. I have 3. I can do it. There's also no purple draconians here, so that's quite nice. Hmm. How many of these guys have tridents? Okay, 3 of them have pole arms, which, funnily enough, are the ones that are in positions where they can make best use out of the pole arms. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad indeed. I don't even have mana to duel because this guy just removed my mana. I just realized that's pretty bad. I do not have blink, but I can buy some blink. I am going to get out and buy those blinks if I survive this. Potion of mana. Jeez. I just realized something important. Anti-magic removes a lot of mana, so I cannot do... yeah, because the ghost mod removes my mana, so I cannot duel. Duel costs 7 mana. I need to unwield the Brodax, drink mana, then duel to heal away from this one. Hmm. That's pretty rough. Ghost mods hate Meteorans. Yeah, because ghost mods or Meteorans cannot go invisible. Invisibility is completely useless to them. You glow in the dark. Your outline is easily seen even while you're otherwise invisible. So yeah, that's pretty nasty. I wonder why they have that. Okay, let's wield the Morning Star. Oh, nice, I didn't die. Mana. Oh, nice, I didn't die. Duel. The only way for this to go bad is if I fail the duel. Whew, there we go. Okawaru's revivification, saving the day once again. I dueled the Green Draconian with the Glaive. But yeah, probably the mod was the correct thing to do now that you mention it. Gonna drink Ambrosia. You wonder if saving with them would be too OP for progression. Haste now? Haste might be a good idea as well. I have Finesse. Haste doesn't do much else than Finesse doesn't already do. I'm thinking if there's anything that I can do. Might. Let's do might. So I get out and I kill the ghost moth. Okawaru. Getting nervous about my thought clock. I have 2 magic mapping. It's worth it to use one. Ha! Funnily enough, I was very close to one of the exits, but that looks like something that I don't want to do. It looks like something that has royal mummies and other nasty things. Maybe that's where the guardian mummy came from. Anyway, let's just go downstairs. Shooing me from the arena. Oh, I see. Thank you for letting me know, because otherwise I wouldn't have known. How much digging do I have? 19 charges. There's quite a lot of games where I just straight up don't find digging. But this time I have 19 charges of digging. Ooh, that's not good. Where is the downstairs? Where's the downstairs? There were downstairs, right? Yeah, my target is gone. Okay, my target is gone. Okay, stone staircase leading down. The green draconian is gonna step on it unless I breathe fear. Okay, yeah. Yeah, right here. That's where the staircase are. The downstairs are. I think it's a pretty bad thing to do. I don't know if I want to do that. I'm not gonna do that. Finesse. That's fine. Okay, the Orb of Fire is weak to silver jabs. So if I manage to hit the Orb of Fire with a silver jab, it's gonna deal a lot of damage. Yep, it goes from full HP to severely damaged. Quite nice. Misses again. You destroy the Orb of Fire. Kill the Orb of Fire with 2 silver spears, or 2 silver jabs. Silver Spear is something that exists in Rift Wizard, funnily enough. Okay, I'm gonna get slowed here, but there's not much that I can do other than throw a jab at the White Draconian. You kill the White Draconian Stormcaller, nice. Nice, nice. Healthy amounts of fights, not too many, not too little. The thing with the Brodax made me really scared to use it. It actually made me really, really scared to use it. Yeah, I am not using magic mapping until SOT 5. So hopefully I'll find the exit fast this time around. If there's a level, if there's like a bunch of levels, a branch, that I do not wanna stay a long time on is SOT, because SOT 5 is probably gonna take me a lot of time. Okay, that's some upstairs, not downstairs, unfortunately. Quicksilver Dragon. Oh boy, the tension. I should maybe rebrand this Morning Star. Draining is not really doing a lot. So brand weapon. I should probably use those enchant armor as well. Vorpal. Vorpal is fine. Well, it turns out that I have fully enchanted gear. I guess I can put them on the kite shield. Which is weird. I never do that. I never enchant the shields. Run into a dead end. I'm gonna hit this teleport trap. Ooh, okay, we take those. And I also have a lot of digging, so I can easily just make my way over here. Yep, there we go. SOT 5. So now I can use magic mapping, and I have 2400 turns. to do this. I think 2400 turns is enough. Or it should be enough. With a bit of luck, it will be enough. I wish I had more Hex ones. I have 5 paralysis. I guess in that regard, Okawaru is not the greatest thing ever because it does hinder your usage of experience of like once, just once. You already don't get a lot of gear from the restrictions of being a Mayflighter, but it's even worse when you are a worshipper of Okawaru and you cannot use ones of charming and box of beasts, those things. Ooh boy. Well, things got pretty spicy now, and I still do not have those scrolls of blinking that I forgot to buy. I think I really should remember to buy those. That's a big issue. This is a serious issue. I have Okawaru's revivification, however, so maybe it should be fine. I don't think I have the ability to re-teleport and survive. Yeah, there's no Quicksilver Dragons, but there's 4 Killer Clowns, an Ancient Lich, and a Normal Fire. My best bet is to make a run for the teleport trap. I'm slow. Why am I slow? What slowed me? Oh, I was fighting a death cough before getting hit by this teleport trap. This could be a serious issue. Yeah, this is a serious issue. I'm gonna drink haste. Trying to make a run for the teleport trap. Shouts to having 50 armor class, by the way. Wow. It's not the worst thing ever. It did place me a fair distance away from those guys. But I think the Earth Guardian is gonna step on the blink trap and then I'm gonna be in trouble. Or it's gonna help me a bit. Alright. Blinking? Fear. I wish I had blinking. Blinking would be extremely nice right about now. But unfortunately I do not have that. Yeah, I don't have the book and I don't have an item that lets me blink, so yeah. Oh, I think yeah, Meteoran Exploring is actually carrying me here, kind of. Sweet. Okay, we're almost out. Those guys are gonna come for me because they know where I am because I'm marked. But this is looking pretty good. I'm also hasted, so I can just try to get out now. I cannot believe it. This is insane. This is actually astonishing. Someone hit a dispersal trap. Where was that dispersal trap? Oh, right here. Right here. That's that dispersal trap. Well, that was extremely useful. Alright. Alright. I might even fight everything here now that I have this corridor. Yeah, the dispersal trap was super good. Gonna finesse. The ghost mod is gonna drain me of all my mana. I do not want that. I want to have mana. Okay, I wish I had might. I have some in a shop, but I don't know if I can make it all the way back to a shop. This is so bad. Yeah, that Orb Guardian is pretty nasty. Okay. Meteoran Healing is also going really well. Yeah, unfortunately made me sacrifice my safe spot, but it's fine. Dude, Meteoran Healing is so broken. It's actually broken. Not even Okawaru Meteoran Healing. That's absolutely broken, but this is also really broken. Did you just see the thing that I survived? I was there, and I literally walked my way out. With a bit of help of teleport, sure, but I still walked my way out. That was insane. Another crystal plate. Okay, sure. I don't think I'm using that, but I can appreciate it. I have 2 resistance. I could make that one. Oh, come on, please hit the guy. No, not hitting the guy? Okay, not hitting the guy. I kind of want Okawaru's Revivification this Orb of Fire. Yeah, there we go. Switch to the anti-magic and then just stab it. Jeez, it's not going well. Not going well at all. How far away am I from 18? A fair amount. Okay, Okawaru crowns you victorious. I'm gonna rest here because I have so much shot clock in there. Okay, let's go by blinking. If I had blinking, I would have been able to make it out of that, but it was not the case. I think I killed a fair amount of SOT already. Oh, I have harm. How could I forget that I had harm? I have harm, so no wonder I'm not okay. Does SOT clock reset in arena each time you use? No. It stacks. In fact, every time I use it, I gain 600 more SOT clock in the arena. That's why it is currently like 7,000 or so in the arena, and in other parts of the game it is so low. So yeah, no wonder I'm actually taking so much damage. It's because I have harm, and I should probably take that off. You should not have harm on any time that you're seeing dudes with Torment. I completely forgot about harm. That also explains how I'm actually able to deal damage with my +2 Morningstar. Stop that. That was so scary. What is my harm item? The globes. I think I have to take off those globes. What do I have? I dropped the other globes that I had. Well, I guess I should lose the globes because using harm is a really bad thing right now. Yeah. I think it's for the safest. Give me those. I have one bad mutation stat rod. Let's drink mutation. Nah, whatever. Okay, there was another scroll of blinking on the 11. Do I have enough time to go out? I do. I definitely do. Oh, this level had Lodul. I can kill Lodul easily now. Yeah, I remember not wanting to fight Lodul because it was really scary. But now it's no longer really scary. It's only scary. And it's only scary because I don't have resistance to electricity, but it was easy. Gain 272, only 200? Wow, Lodul can definitely be a cheapskate. I wish I had more magic mapping. It would be nice for this level because this level has too many shops. Okay. Alright, let's go back to SOT. Backtracking in exciting SOT, definitely. Backtracking as a Meteoran. Crazy thing. Okay. Okay, still have 2k turns to go. We should be able to kill you easily. I'm not even gonna finesse this guy. Yeah, it's taking forever to kill it, but it is... I'm kind of winning this. Or I was until I got destroyed by this killer clown. I'm gonna try to acid the kill. Yeah, but just because it was almost dead, I didn't want to... Can you please blink away? Are you sure you don't want to blink away? Okay, I don't think this guy wants to blink away. I'm gonna use cancellation. I'm just gonna leave you there. Any tiles that I can explore? There is a lot of tiles that I can explore, actually. Sweet. A Dread Lich, that's really scary. For that one, I think I do want to use Finesse, especially because it comes accompanied by a million dudes. The damage decrease is so noticeable now that I do not have harm anymore, but it was for the best. Having harm is the scariest thing ever. Okay, finally 18 Naxos. Let's turn this on, turn this on, turn this on, turn this on. Those gloves also had my See Invisible. That is correct. See Invisible is not something that I consider to be that important, so it's fine to not have it. Oh man, I think I have to just go in like by stepping on this teleport trap. I feel like this can be bad. Yeah. Oh boy, I guess I better go in. Oof. Ooh, look at this ridiculous thing. Okay, for this we're drinking resistance and using finesse. Yeah, this is not gonna go very well. I wish I had might. Oh, I have 2 mites. Okay, let's use 1. The worst mutation in the game. That is so bad that I may want to just drink mutation right now to try to remove it. Not bad. 2 armor class and clarity. Went down to 4 pips of piety. Pretty bad because that means that I do not have access to Okawaru's revivification again, which is probably gonna be something that I'm gonna need during this fight. Oh boy, I'm losing this so hard. I'm glad that I got rid of the worst mutation in the game because, as I mentioned, I want to blink right now. This is so nasty. 3 orbs of fire. The 2 entrances were like pretty bad. Dispersal trap and teleport trap. I guess I'm reading blinking and stepping on the teleport trap. Try to save myself. With a bit of luck, I'm gonna land somewhere around here. Somewhere around here, yeah. Exactly in this style. I'm gonna heal a lot, and I am gonna pick up the orb. This is fine, though I do wish I was hasted. 53 armor class, don't fail me now. Alright, alright. That could have been much worse. Being marked here is now good because I can just heal from exploring this part of the level. And now I'm back at full HP and these guys are gonna come for me, so I can just fight them. I'm still resistant. I should drink haste because I don't have finesse. Let me get a choke point. I don't feel safe fighting in these conditions. I'm gonna lose resistance. I should probably throw some jabs, but I'm gonna wait until I have more orbs of fire in the screen to start throwing the jabs. Yeah, perfect. Maximum value from my... oh, 4? Oh boy. I hope I get a lot of value out of these jabs. Otherwise, this is gonna end very, very badly. Of all the characters where I could have 4 orbs of fire, yeah, this is not the one that can easily deal with those things. Uh-huh. I should drink another potion of resistance. I think it's a bit too late for that. Yep, 71 damage. It doesn't help that I'm not resistant to electricity either. Okay. 5 now. Severely, severely almost destroyed. I wish I had access to Okawaru's revivification. I have Fogu. I can blink to the corner, read Fogu. I'm hasted, right? Yeah. Blink to the corner, read Fogu, and maybe make another kill hole and drink heal wounds. I have 3. Hmm. That doesn't sound terrible. I'm gonna do exactly that. Out of silver jabs. Okay, went back to 5 pips of piety. I can revivification again. I forgot to use resistance. If I die here, it's because I forgot to use resistance. Probably. That's extremely bad. Almost destroyed. Okay, I see the light at the end of the tunnel. Oh, I died! Are you joking? How did I die with 2 pips of resistance? That's crazy. I died with 2 pips of resistance and 54 armor class. That's a joke. I cannot believe it. Oh man, this species is so difficult. Um, wow, that sucks. Yeah, that's insane. But it's gonna go better in the future. That was an interesting run. It was very blessed by luck. I got crystal plate very early, and then I got a better crystal plate before entering SOT. So yeah, it was almost a winner run. I was very hopeful for this one. Though, you know how it is with SOT, it can be pretty nasty. Also, despite the fact that these guys have +1 HP, they have not that much HP by the time they go into SOT, you know? Only 211 HP. Um, 211. Yeah, I should have probably dueled an Orb of Fire, but I didn't think. I saw the 2 of them were almost dead, and I thought that I was just gonna be able to kill them, and then use the Oka heal with whatever was after that. But yeah, it was a pretty difficult shot. Definitely not what I wanted to see. Too many Orbs of Fire, very unlucky monster generation as a whole, very unlucky trap generation. The 2 lungs were blocked. Um, I probably should have used the dispersal trap instead of the other one. I probably should have used the dispersal trap, but yeah, it's just how it is. Mm, I think Melee Meteoran is gonna be much better than Mage Meteoran. It's not like I got a lot of upgrades from monsters this game. Funnily enough, I didn't stumble upon a decent Demon Whip. The only one that I found was +0 and unbranded. So yeah, I didn't really feel like using that, especially because I only had 1 scroll of enchant weapon. But yeah, this species is pretty difficult and pretty entertaining.